I think FUT likes this.
Yeah, because you said it, right? Like, FaZe won the game of chicken, but then FaZe decided to still give FUT an excellent opportunity with that decider map because, again, you mentioned it.
I feel like they should have banned Mirage. If I'm FaZe, that you like Mirage, but also FUT love it. Like, it's their bread and butter map.
And you should be better at a map like Nuke, for instance. Like, you already have Ancient as a bit of a gimme, but...
Well, guys, look, we just end the talk. Look at this. We're starting the game.
God.
Take it away, guys.
All right, straight into it. FaZe Clan versus FUT, and one chance left to get to the playoffs, Henry. FaZe absolutely should be taking this on paper, but FUT have been a bit of an upset team so far.
They've already beat FaZe in this tournament.
I know, but that was the opening game, Henry. Surely everything changes.
Surely. Do you know what team we're dealing with here? It's FaZe Clan.
The team that always get to the playoffs. They always find a way.
I guess you do have a point there. Let's see if they can kick things off with a T-side pistol victory. Not looking great so far. Cemetery will find Frozen, open things up towards the A bomb side. They're finding nothing but headshots as well. Where are FaZe Clan? Carrigan finally posts a feed, but it's going to be very difficult to recover this one. Brokey giving it a good go.
Yeah, it's going to be Cemetery coming through with a quick double to close out the pistol against FaZe Clan here on FaZe Clan's map pick. So, pistol round picked up for the CT side. And no bomb plan to coming through, which means FaZe do not get that solid force buy opportunity coming into the next round here, Henry.
Very convincing.
With some great shots here.
Yeah, enjoyed that. Let's have a look what they're going to bring to the next round. Do they dare to force fire? You still can.
Damn.
But it's going to be Glocks.
Yeah, it should be melted here by FUT Esports.
All right. Let's settle in there. We kind of rushed into the pistol.
I liked it. It kind of wakes you up, shakes you out of your sleep a little bit if you've been waiting for this game in the early morning. And we know gamers, probably had a late night plans for some of your FaZe games,
Exactly. I guess this is a bit of a wake-up call for FaZe. In an opening game, you were 9-1 up against FUT. Felt like one of those games we didn't even have to think about, but they've proven themselves to be a dangerous team. See ex-Navi Junior squad, now with lauNX as well.
Yeah, lauNX obviously a player that's been touted to have a lot of talent, has had his opportunities in a couple of different squads. Sprout in particular rings to mind, but not a team that really kicked off, that really allowed him to stay near the top. He's on that journey again.
Good luck to him. They seem like a very high-skilled team, very energetic, very young, obviously. Already taken down FaZe once. Can they do it again in the best of 3 to eliminate them from the tournament? That would certainly turn some heads.
Absolutely would. I mean, this is a FaZe Clan coming into an event without the elite squads here. This is a team that were just in the semifinals of Pro League. And they beat Team Spirit 2-0 in a best of 3. Took a map off of Vitality. But that was with Rain as a stand-in. Nice and clean here, though, for FUT Esports, shutting down the attack of FaZe Clan. Everybody getting ripped apart. It's going to be a 2-0 lead here for FUT Esports.
The power of the FUTs.
Yeah, you all love it. FaZe Clan going to have the buyout. AK-47s across 5 players. Not a huge amount of utility, but certainly enough to get by.
Yeah, that's true. How do we feel about these two teams playing today already? 3-map affair for FaZe against TYLOO.
Yeah, it's quite a long day. It's quite a grueling schedule for FaZe, who made it to the very final day of EPL and obviously had to fly out to China immediately. I seen them with their suitcases at the studio. So quite the run, yeah. Quite the long distance here. Zhugs, well, he's ready to go. Jacob's going to go down first, and then Twist to shrug him off as Carrigan and Frozen find the follow-ups as FaZe layer their way into this A-bomb side. lauNX had a shot there for a double. There's Demon, I like the try. It's a good attempt, but Twist is going to stop it.
Well, there it is, calling the fast A out of Spawn, knowing you've got the superior firepower in more ways than one, with the weaponry and the individuals on the server as well. Cracking things open. Very efficient, very convincing first gun round here. We go 2-1. Bit of a bonus round over FUT. They managed to bring out the M4s himself, the AWP for Cemetery. He's currently 5-1. So we're going to have the elbow smoke going down. We'll see whether they want to present some of their own aggression here. They are lacking utility, that has to be said. Towards middle we go. Jacob willing to run the gauntlet against the initial bombardment of util. Popping over the smoke towards Cave. For Benny. Got to deal with twists, and that's a tall order.
Symmetry. Oh, yeah. There's the tall order. It's going to be Twist just peeking into the AWP and winning the fight.
Twist is in some rare form right now. Currently ranked number 3 in the tournament. Looked unbelievable at EPL. Unbelievable at Fisher Playground.
Yeah, that was his last go in the Liquid jersey and given him some of the best performances so far. Krabeni, though, stepping up. Here comes a flank around the red room. It's Frozen. Taking away Jux, and here comes lauNX trying to nip at the heels of Brokey. It's pretty uncomfortable right now on default. That's the bomb going down, so it's Frozen. They know exactly where he was last spotted. You heard Richard talking about how Frozen was maybe a little bit quiet in that first series of the day. Can't afford for him to be quiet here. And he does not get close to winning out the 1v2. So that's FUT Esports up to a 3-1 lead. And FaZe, their money is not looking good. They didn't get a bomb plant in that round again. So likely just to be an awkward scenario here. If they go for a buy, it's not going to be pretty. Likely the best option to be a half buy. And that would mean 4-1 is the most likely outcome here.
Let's go fast A again, boys. Run it back. It's all that's really working out. And I think we might be. See if it works once again. 1 player towards middle, 3 towards A main. We'll be deploying some util, presumably with Cemetery. This is such a powerful position, so difficult to flush this one out.
Oh my god.
If you do that, though, that works very well.
Symmetry's had an absolute nightmare. Back-to-back rounds, he got domed by Twist, and this time by Carrigan. But
Okay.
lauNX is going to recover the mess. That's very well done.
Okay. Looked like that was a bit of a red carpet laid out there for FaZe, but unable to follow things up at all.
I don't know, man. They got an AK and an AWP. Let's see if Brokey can land some shots. He's famously very good on this side of the map.
True, actually. Let's see whether he can find anything. A 4 versus 2. Something to work with. Well, no Jacob to work with.
And now no Brokey. So.
Okay, this is getting a little bit uncomfortable with your FaZe. These rounds are getting quite convincing. Was the eco, admittedly, but you had that opening pick and you don't find anything else to follow it up. Quite rough. Let's have a look at the replay. The opening kill from Carrigan. Beautiful shot. So there's a dink that came through. Unable to find any following damage. And here we go. Round number 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's Galil for Brokey. AKs otherwise, and now FUT starting to look quite an impressive team, quite honestly. Playing some solid CS here, good protocols, getting their shots. No panics, no blunders. See if they can hold on.
Krabeni reacting to the carriage and push to the doors. It's going to be an opening kill off the back of the ramp push, and a second as well. This is a gun round for FaZe, and they've lost 2 players, and most of the health here on Jake have been frozen, so this is a very likely 5-1 lead out here, Henry.
I've heard a lot about this Demon kid. People are telling me he's the star player of the squad. His stats this tournament haven't really proven that, but let's see if he can step up when it matters most. Elimination game here, and wow, Zoogs with the straight up wall bang. 100 HP on Twist, and that's the bomb dropped. 5-on-2. lauNX been pretty good so far. Currently 9-2. Continues to dominate here. There's double digits. They are getting owned.
Bro, they are getting absolutely wrecked. 10-2 for lauNX right now. Shug's going to get the information, but die.
Bear in mind, they managed to bring the opening best of 1 back against FaZe. This is a rematch. And they were 9-1 down. Came back to win it in regulation. So, take from that what you will. If they can win when the chips are down, what can they do with a decent start?
Dude, this is not bad from Frozen whatsoever. Oh, gets very close to bringing lauNX down. And then it would have been a 1v1 up against Symmetry.
Bit of a timeout, but the sounds of things here.
But yeah, you're right. You know, this was FUT Esports. Last time they played against FaZe, had to come back from behind to get the win.
Yeah.
Now they're out to a 5-1 lead. This is really impressive. They've come in locked in on FaZe Clan's map pick.
Yeah, good point. Clean wallbang as well. Love that. They're going to be in the zone right now. Confidence flowing through them. Money broken. FaZe, 4th stage loss bonus. Can justify some partial investment, not a massive amount. We're talking some Tech-9s and Deagles, maybe a Galil if you really want to, but you want to get broken his AWP as soon as possible. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last game of the day. Last chance saloon for FaZe Clan. one of the favorites of the tournament. Goes without saying up there with Liquid and 3D Max, Legacy. FUT's more of a dark horse, I suppose.
Absolutely. You look at the players on FaZe Clan. You got Carrigan, Twists, Frozen, Brokey, Jacob.
He's currently 0-6.
Yeah.
It's rough. I felt bad for Jacob at EPL, like seeing him in like the kind of waiting room. Like he sat there in the full tracksuit, full gear, like watching all the games.
The full tracksuit, poor guy.
It's like they made him come in. Well, no, they made him, but like he was just there watching every single map, and it's just like, God, that must be rough.
I was like, let's get FaZe Clan on the sofa. He's just like kind of.
Oh yeah, and he came out as well.
I was like, get him on that.
That would because they were doing so well.
And then. Obviously, he was in the content as well, waving off all the teams.
Yeah. Oh, good luck to him. I thought he was really good at Fisher Playground. I thought his like T-set entries. I thought his AK-47 was looking really sharp.
He's got great aim.
Let's see. Like this is obviously a very complicated and kind of difficult situation for him after Rain coming into the roster. Got them so far. Now you've got to hold your mental. There's a lot of pressure on you to deliver those sort of performances. You crash out in the group stages right after that. Sure, some mitigating factors, jet lag and burnout and all the rest of it. No time to practice. But you should be taking down FUT. Let's be real.
You definitely should be doing that if you're FaZe Clan, especially in a best of 3 for the playoffs. I mean, it's inexcusable, really, to lose today. 5-1 down, though. Could be a world that we live in. As Twitch trying to get up into the B-bomb site. That Tech-9 up towards the top of the ramp. Zhuge's going to drop himself a smoke and a molly to try and slow things down at the donut. And that has forced FaZe to slow down and respect it.
These are the sort of rounds that can ignite a comeback. FaZe with some of the most talented players at the event. Twists in particular. It's going to be Demon, though. We've heard all about him. Delivering the goods here. Another nice little recovery. Frozen with the aforementioned Twist after working together in this 3 versus 2. It's cut down to size. Frozen's had some good attempts in the clutch. I think he can win this, but no. Kraveni will find him. And they are still continuing to run away with this one. 6-1 to FUT on their opponent's map pick. Where are FaZe Clan? They are MIA right now. Tactical pause used. The only round they picked up, Dinko, is that A rush.
Yeah. Well, gotta hope that Neo and Carrigan can figure something out here. Try and get them back into this game, because right now, 6-1 down, it feels like it's just happened in the blink of an eye as well.
Yeah, right. Discussing the options. A couple more rounds would be absolutely fine. Like, I'd say a bare minimum like 3. 1 obviously won't do. Let's have a look what they've got at their sleeve here. FUT, obviously, though, aware when this tactical timeout's coming through, they're going to change things up. Do you now want to present a B lane take? Get your AWP to go for an aggressive pick at the start of the round. Time will tell. Looks like a B execution. To me, Dinko, they're sending 4 players to this side of the map. They smoke towards the heaven area as well. A lot of utility damage. Pop an open set smoke. It's going to be lauNX to find the opener.
Here it comes.
Demon, okay. He could have got away with a bit more there. I think he could have gone for that pick, but happy with the 5-on-4 opening gambit.
One last little take of the damage there.
Here we go then. The B finish is coming.
Blocked again at the ramp, though.
Wow.
Trying to come out through cave. Kraveni, it's going to take one down. Oh my God,
Here
Twist, okay. He's had enough. Entries into the B-bomb site with some style as Demon gets taken out 3v3.
He's done really well with that incendiary, though. Denies the plant, allows the rotations to come through. Oh my goodness, he's actually got him. That is huge.
And now lauNX coming through. One more player out of commission. Twist back turn. Frozen. Oh! Mowed down through the wall and taken down by Symmetry. FUT Esports are absolutely toying with FaZe Clan today.
Dude, they're playing like a tier 1 team. This is very impressive. All the protocols, the communication, the timing, utilities there. They don't seem, for lack of a better word, phased by this matchup.
Not bad, Henry. No, really not. I mean, the wall bangs are fantastic here on Ancient. Seen a number of kills come through the wall so far. FaZe just can't get comfortable.
Yeah, this is really, really impressive. Loving the CT side. This is better than some I saw at EPL, quite frankly. Great mixture of aggression. Fantastic utility. Doing good damage at the start. Wall bangs landing each and every time. Timing their retakes perfectly. And now a change of setup once again, just when FaZe are working out what they're up against, going for the double cave stack this time. 7-1. Oh, there's the first bit of missed util. Okay, maybe it's on purpose. I don't think so, but I think that was supposed to go to...
benefit of the doubt. Well, here goes Demon. Gonna try to oh, okay. Well, a head appears, and immediately Demons is torn off.
Smoke at the ramp would be really helpful right about now.
Yeah, it would be. Would have prevented that whole issue. But maybe Krabeni can step up.
Okay. First advantage FaZe have had in some time. Be careful, those wallbangs, Carrigan. Zoogs, Krabeni fighting back here. Twist rocks in towards that cave. Heavy damage. Oh my goodness, they're doing it once again. 3 versus 2.
Them. They're just absolutely fine. The boost is so quickly assembled, at least spotted by Brokey, so they cancel the boost. They've got all the time in the world for this retake. Got a little bit of utility left as well. Carrigan, that smoke fades, needs to kill quickly. He will get it, but his teammate goes down immediately. Carrigan had to worry about getting pushed from short. And so looks out to the left side, gets peeked from long, and it's 8-1.
The only round that's worked is the A rush. Should we do it again?
Yeah, do you think maybe FUT Esports might have an idea about that as well? Like, guys,
I would say
for these guys.
Let's get the A rush back in.
Just roll it back
that
one
was
more
the
time.
Opening pick as well. 5-on-4 advantage. Blink and you miss it. Multiple kills arrive. Benny, Zoogs. And it's another tactical pause. FaZe are feeling the heat right now.
Yeah, and that heat is FUT Esports on fire right now, on a huge run.
Foot on the throat.
15-4 so far, and we're going into round 10 for lauNX.
Oof.
It's kind of a mental
and Jacob is 0-9. That's your entry fragger.
I mean, when he has slow starts to games, he is going to get in his own head, I would imagine, at this point, Henry.
Yeah. It's not an ideal position to be in. A lot of pressure. Early days, like we said, 3 rounds. It's okay. It's certainly not ideal, but it's okay. Opportunity still to do that. Opportunity to still get 4 rounds. See if Jacob can pull this one back. Have to make do with the Galil right now. They've got some mid-control. Going back to the basics here.
Well, Zooks going aggressive. In towards A main. He had lauNX backing him up for just a little bit until Zooks gets himself into strong position.
Another variation of the setup, this time allowing them to have full mid control. Setting up their troops deep in A main. You can see Demon going to be baited in as well by that red room. Dukes. High pressure moment, but against Carrigan,
so
he comes
sharp.
out on top.
They're so sharp. Every fight being cleanly picked up.
Oh, that makes things so much more difficult. They're going to try and go for a B split. From what I can tell, the bomb's towards heaven right now. Time ticking away. Smoke down into towards the CT area. Got it off one back in return. That's a really nice protocol, Denko. Whatever they wanted to do, you've just completely shut it down.
Oh my god, Krabeni! Oh! Aggressive play into the double kill. Frozen has to sacrifice his teammates to go for this, to take a risk to get back into a CT. He's got to get a multi-kill here, Frozen. He's taking lauNX down, and now he's looking for Krabeni. It's a great play here from Frozen to recover the damage done from Krabeni. He sees the next victim towards the B bomb site, but they're going to turn their attentions towards A. But remember, Jugs had gone aggressive. He had pushed in towards A main, and Frozen has now detected him as well and dished out some damage as Jugs is now on 28 HP.
Okay. Has Frozen saving the day here. It's going to be a 3-on-2. They have no further util, but it's going to be Zoogs, low HP. Huge kill.
One player remaining. Has to be everything for Frozen, and he's so close. So close to the ace, but not able to get it done. 1 HP is the difference, Henry. 1 health from Zhugs, and that's a 9-1 scoreline picked up. Frozen doing everything he possibly could to get FaZe Clan into that round, and it's going to be devastating. The fact that he does 99 damage, and Zhugs is left on 1 health.
Oh, that is rough. What an amazing setup, though. As soon as you've realized they're going for that A split, dropping the counter smoke, pushing in towards middle, getting that nice double kill. Sure, it's close. Frozen did everything he could, but unless he gets the round over the line, doesn't really mean too much. 9-1. Money, sure, it's weaker, but it's still a fullback. A-Rush, Stinker, here we go.
Yes, this is what we've been waiting for.
Here we go.
Another FaZe Clan A-Rush. Charging in.
It worked before, lads. Let's try it again.
Zhugs is trying to get back from Donut in time. He's going to start spamming through. That AWP rings out, but nothing picked up. They won't stop FaZe Clan from getting into the site.
Karrigan, that's wild.
Oh my god, Karrigan. I
What the hell?
love it, though. Just charging through CT spawn. And nothing's going right, so you might as well just take an absolute mental risk. And Karrigan coming out on top of the CT fight, just about on 3 HP. He's now posted up with a deep angle, cutting off Demon. But he's letting his teammates make their first moves out through A main.
Here we go then. Looks good for FaZe, but low HP players. Karrigan just wants one and done. In towards CT spawn, and it's the A-Rush working out once again. Karrigan confirms it. Finally, they get the second. Let's call it again, boys. Let's do it again.
One more.
It's got a 100% conversion rate.
It's like Snacks G2 calling.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, so...
Isn't that right, Maui Snake? Well, 9-2. The last start of the half coming up. Obviously, enough money for FUT Esports to buy again with the drop here from Zhugs, but you know there are actually a couple of holes in this for FUT Esports. They're going to call a tactical timeout, try and secure their 10th round win.
He's having a bit of a rough one. 0-10, Jacob. FaZe in general can't get going. The only round that's working out for them is the A-Rush. I don't think I'm joking. I just need to do it again. You're getting outclassed across the map here. At least when you group up, brute force a bomb site, it comes down to individual skill and prowess. It's been a long day, been a long week, maybe even a long month for FaZe. Lots of ups and downs, lots of caveats. Lots of moving pieces. Today, playing 3 maps against TYLOO. See if they can keep their head in there. We said 3 was the minimum. The boots on the other foot. Bear in mind, the first time. Yeah, part of the pun.
Unfazed, boots on the other foot. What are you doing, Henry?
And we see Brokey over things up. Bear in mind, the first time they played, it was Mirage. And that's where FaZe Clan finished their first half 9-3. They came back to lose that game.
So it's FaZe Clan's turn to come back.
Exactly.
All right. So we're shaping up for that. And then go for the A-Rush. They're going to be going up through B lane, gradually progressing their way into middle from heaven. Brokey going to smoke out Red Room. Now going for the peek. Oh, nice shot. lauNX going to be taken down towards Donut. That's a great opener. He was just jiggling, not expecting to be dropped by Brokey's AWP. And that's going to be a 4v4 thanks to the response here from Brokey. Minute left. And that bomb still positioned just outside of those B double doors.
Whenever they've slowed things down, it's when it seems to fall apart for FaZe. Cemetery holding towards a cave right now. Twists up towards heaven. Time is ticking away. It has to be a B finish by the looks of things here. Karrigan setting up the execute. Smoke down towards shore, flash over. Brokey trying to hold the rotations from Donut. They have got some open runway in towards B.
Well, as you said, slowing things down. 20 seconds left. Twist has just been picked apart by the AWP. And now comes the last-ditch effort here at FaZe Clan in this first half, looking to secure a 3rd round win. And it's going to be difficult either way. Come back in the second half, but almost a death sentence if they can see this one. Krabeni and Zhugs left alone as Brokey up in the red room.
Brokey's got him.
Yeah, he should have this flank on Zhugs. The peek actually comes in from Frozen first and puts it all on Krabeni. Now 1v2. As he comes back in, he'll smoke out short. Frozen going to be happy about where that bomb was planted. Fantastic flash coming in from Brokey. And Frozen able to round it out. He has a decent individual half here, Frozen. 14 kills, 10 deaths. Unfortunately for Jacob, it's a 0 and 11 half for him. Not really a whole lot of firepower at the moment present from FaZe Clan. Gotta say, that's a really nice CT side from FUT Esports.
Very impressive. I really enjoyed that CT side. Not really much FaZe could do. FUT were presenting almost a perfect game. Everything in terms of the rotations, the changes, setups, the aim, mechanical skill in general. Couldn't really find an opening. There's A rushes working out for them a couple of times. Finally, a default round, and Frozen getting 3 kills. Brokey with 2 has found magical number 3. Down but not out. Can definitely pull this one back. It all starts with a CT pistol though. Frozen 14 and 11. Jacob 0 and 11. Not a great first half, but if he can find some form in the second, all will be forgiven.
Well, a tech issue to kick off the second half, and we are now looking at Jacob.
He's got this.
Eyes on him.
I
here
believe.
in the second half.
I believe. Extreme close-up. Pressure is on, buddy.
We're looking at you.
So what have we got? Julies for Brokey. And in terms of the T setup, oh, it's going to be an execution. Didn't go 2 Molotovs, 2 smokes. No flashes. See where they want to head. A bomb site looks quite promising. Maybe a bit of a B fake here. We've got Krobeni making his way towards that side of the map with the util. Early aggression from Frozen. I think he's dead. Oh, the timing.
Yeah, that time is wild. Frozen gets away with one there. It's going to be a 4-man setup over towards B here from FaZe Clan. And actually, they're drifting that bomb into the donut, going towards Frozen on this A site. Clean shooting, though, from Frozen. And he's just shut down 3. Fantastic work again. Frozen is kind of single-handedly keeping FaZe Clan in a lot of these rounds and giving them shots. Even had a number of them in the first half where, you know, they looked like they were, you know, it come down to a 1v1 with 1 HP. He would have had the ace clutch. Just missed out on a few in that first half, but Frozen continued to find impact. He's 17 kills right now. This is a huge individual performance from him. You know, it's funny, we were hearing Richard talk about how Frozen was maybe missing a little bit earlier on. He's certainly not missing now, it's just everybody else.
Stepping up when they needed most. Keeping them in the game. That's a huge pistol victory. But you need to get past the all-important second round. Rush B. It's a classic, Dinko. We all love it. Will it work out?
Oh,
but
yeah.
FUT, it looks quite promising.
Oh, my God, okay.
It's looking very good, but here comes Frozen. A double kill. Gives him a chance in the round. But sometimes the old classics that are classics for a reason. And it's a B rush that finds them a perfect round.
Dude, it's so insane how easy that looked. You know, you get that pick out straight away on twists. Clear out the cave player with no problem. Jacob's off there, 0 and 11. He's like, guys,
no, he'll get an exit.
I can't even get into this round. It's not even my fault at this point.
We've even gone CGS mode.
Oh, we have CGS
to
mode
appreciate
activated.
the skill and the frag he's about to get.
What's his number? 11?
Could be. That's, yeah, it's a striker, right?
That's 0 11?
Oh.
Or, sorry, Jacob.
Yeah. Well, there we have it. The B rush. Nothing too... I don't think they even extinguished the molly. Just run straight through it. Full speed ahead. And that's double digits. Forced by now. Oh, they did extinguish. There we go. But the MAC-10 to open things up. They just weren't ready for it at all. Frozen gets a double, but the damage was already done. Smoking off that cave. Both players coming in from spawn. Having to commit through the Molotov. And now, here it is. The force by the last chance saloon. Jacob has got the famous Zoogs with the contact playing towards A. They're showing like a nice little B fake right now. Molotov on the bomb side. Brokey with the early smoke. Maybe shuts down their intentions here. Maybe they just walk through it though. B fake still going on. Massive B fake, Dinko.
Yeah, it's worked out
Jacob,
pretty well.
that's a kill.
He's 4 plays here. Jacob getting his first kill. There we go. On the FAMAS, but it's all on the Balthier bomb site right now. Kerbeni coming in that rotation. Down middle, Twist is going to catch him. Important frag to find. It leaves Jukes and lauNX in a 2v5 situation here. You know, FUT Esports came into this one with a better buy, but FaZe fighting on. They line up. Twist even kills his own teammate. Jacob getting domed up the back of the head. Now I've got Jukes in a very, very tough clutch, but he's got a lineup. And all of a sudden, Twist was low, had to confidently swing into that fight. And you absolutely see a world in which he wins that one.
One more bullet towards Twist. I think they win the round.
But it still had to get that kill out towards main. But yeah, absolutely would have had a great chance to do it.
FaZe back to their winning ways. 10-5. Certainly possible to bring this one back. Money's still pretty decent, though, for FUT to bring out a couple of AKs, some Galil's Tech 9s. Brokey did well. MP9, high pressure. It's a full-on B fake. Even with a team kill, it's absolutely fine here. Zoogs. Nice attempt. He knew where the final player was as well. And, of course, the bomb planted, they will be buying up in the following. The war of attrition is underway. This is the pick of FaZe as well, bear in mind. They can just get their foundations laid here on the CT side, build up the resources, get comfortable. They should be able to bring this back. But this round is very important.
Demon burning a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
quite a
down
lot.
to 9 HP, yeah. He's up towards the bottom. Boxes under heaven. He's pretty much out of commission for the rest of the round here. Kerbeni taking space up through the B lane. Clears out the first stage of Cave over towards Jag and is now going to look towards Carrigan. Had an opportunity on that jiggle peek, and I like this from Kerbeni. He's just going forward. Carrigan, not a big fan of that, though. He's just going to stop it. And here comes FUT Esports, trying for the A finish again. There's a double setup inside of the donut. It's Jacob and Frozen over here to try and put an end to FUT's dreams of getting into the A site. Here's Frozen. Cross into the site, and again, a lovely multi-kill out of Frozen. Jacob. Oh, no. He's bloodthirsty now. That's 2 team kills from FaZe. Jacob was involved in one in the last. He got team killed. Now he's got a little bit of revenge.
Yeah, that's really nice from Frozen as well. No smoke down towards Donut. Gets his 21st frag. And that's a huge round, like we said. Now, they've managed to get themselves comfortable on the CT side. Anika coming up next, some breathing room. Alleviating pressure as the rounds go by. Still very much in this one. Just the Glocks. Shouldn't be much to discuss here. It's going to be Twist to open things up. Find Cemetery. Running players towards the B lane here. Carrigan tucking himself in. He's got the AK in hand. They're about to enter the B grinder. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Take that.
Well held from Carrigan. Nice little 4K. Just going to pop his stats up. Now, we have got 3 rounds the difference all of a sudden. You know, it was very impressive from FUT Esports. I think you were almost tongue-in-cheek kind of talking about the comeback. You know, for FUT Esports, obviously they came back against FaZe. FaZe have to come back against them, but it is happening.
It is. It's here, and it's very real. They've lost that momentum now. Losing to the partial buys. The MP9s. Now this one's going to be difficult to close. Heavy damage at the start. It's going to be aggressive play. Carrigan feeling himself. Couple of trades going down. 3 versus 3. That's a big kill though from Demon. So their individual skill starting to ring true.
All right, Twist needing to step up here with a 1v2.
That's crazy from
nice
Demon.
Quick kill. Cemetery, though, goes into the swing. and wins it. This is just chaos. This Counter-Strike is chaos, Henry.
You knew where he was. You decided to take 2 one-on-one duels. Didn't love the play, but can't argue with the finish.
Well, that's kind of it now for FaZe, though. You know, we're talking about that comebacks, and it's very real. Lose that round, it kind of changes the story, doesn't it, very quickly? Because now you're on your last real solid buy with everything you can want.
I think it's still fine. I think FaZe still have this in regulation. What do you think about that?
That's a bold prediction, Henry.
Watch this. Nice, strong buy. You give them one, sure, but it's still a weak setup here. Mac 10. Krabeni, twists. Looks strong all tournament. Looks strong all year. And there it is. That's what you're dealing with, Dinko.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Twist with a great double there. Frozen around the back. They don't even look at him, but he can't take the kill. lauNX is able to react. Surely there's no way FaZe let this round go, though, thanks to the early advantage here from Twist. Karrigan looking to follow up on Krabeni. Hunts him down with plenty of his teammates. And now the bomb is going to be going over towards that A finish. We've got Zhugs. He's made his way out towards the site. He's got the space for his team. But it's got to be something ridiculous here for FUT Esports to even get into a winnable situation in this scenario.
Just going to try and cause some damage, I would say. Jacob goes down.
That happened pretty cleanly, Henry. They
yeah,
don't
okay.
Health there.
This position from Zhugs is a bit of a problem, admittedly.
You know, Brokey, got to be careful here, buddy. And he's going to land a shot on lauNX. He knows that the second player's there, too. They've got that info. You should see the donut players maybe start to move through with a bit more confidence. Zhugs was last spotted towards CT, so Brokey keeping him occupied, allowing his teammates to flood into the A bomb site. Karrigan's got on the defuse. Brokey keeping Zhugs pinned. And Karrigan's just going to hold it. So that's an 8th round here for FaZe.
Really nice from Brokey.
Money's not great here for FUT Esports either, right? They're going to have to come into this next round with a half buy, maybe some upgraded pistols. And 9 rounds for FaZe looming just around that corner.
Well. Brokey masterclass here. Guarantees the round. It was Twist to open things up with 2 brutal kills towards that B ramp. Okay, you can see they're in there. They're ready for this comeback. It's a reality now. It's so possible. It's so on. Karrigan feeding himself as well. Confidence flowing. 16 and 12. It's what you need right now. Leading by example. Overwhelm the FUT players, make them feel uncomfortable here. Oh, that's not a great moment, but Twist will be able to pick up the pieces, no problem. Really clean with it. No problem at all in the end. Cemetery, no chance. No Kevlar, just a P250. Just a moment, and he will be dealt with. 2-round game, Dinko.
A tactical timeout here for FUT Esports, the last of regulation. They called one at the end of the first half, trying to secure 10. Called one a little bit earlier here in the second when FaZe started actually posting some defense. And Frozen kind of kept them in the game long enough for the likes of Karrigan and Twist to show up here. Once they've arrived to the party, a little bit more impact. You can see Karrigan throwing himself in harm's way, willing to take the risk, willing to be disruptive to FUT Esports, make them feel uncomfortable on the T side. Don't let them play their game plan, because if you do that, it's a surefire way that eventually they're going to get enough round wins to just close this out. So FaZe Clan really trying to keep that level of disruption high. Make FUT Esports very uncomfortable against the FaZe Clan that are experienced playing from behind.
Nice grenade damage at the start. FUT's going back to the basics here. Smoking Red and Donut going for basic mid control, but here we go. Here comes Jacob. 4 and 14, but it looks like they've got some awareness here. Oh my. It's a great opening kill, but answered back quickly there by Frozen. 4 and 4.
Yeah, really important trade there from Frozen. Here comes the final push of 3 players Up towards the top of the ramp, Carrigan ready to mow them down. Oh my god, Jukes is quick on that, but Twist has been looking sharp over the last few rounds.
It's good Molotov.
Just not really in a position to be able to shut this down, but then he goes back out. Symmetry is caught. Twist going to be happy enough with one of those kills, and a 3v3 picked up. So now you got to keep eyes on that flank as well from Frozen. He's coming up from heaven at this point. Long range fight.
Should be fine here. Very low HP. It's a big pickup though by Zoogs. Bomb ticking at some pace. No utility on the CT side. Comes down to individual skill. Great shot. 1 versus 1.
Yeah, Brokey, he knows where Jukes is, but the time it'll start to tick and Jukes just peeks up. That's going to be map point here for FUT Esports, grabbed here in the crucial dying seconds. FaZe are going to have a good buy at least, but FUT Esports, there was a real chance they could start to disappear. But it's a massive step up here from Jukes in the 1v1 on the ramp.
Yeah, not an easy round to win. They knew exactly where he was, low HP. Pre-firing the corner, nails the shot. 3 in a row, certainly possible for FaZe. What's the call? Looking for the knockout blow here, missing that double door smoke.
On Jacob.
Nice kill.
It starts the round, yeah, but pulled back by Symmetry. He might have to just go up against Brokey here. Can't get past Brokey. Jacob's grenade finished off lauNX, and Brokey moving forward, so a far better round here from FaZe. Once again, back in the game.
Okay.
Money's not in a position to buy.
Brokey is looking more and more dangerous as the rounds go by. Money completely broken. Timeout's gone. Full eco up next. We will go the distance here. You can't even partial this. Has to be the full eco once again. So FaZe is a very commendable comeback, showing the tenacity. Oh my god, massive grenade. 6 HP before your round even starts, really.
The bomb's waiting outside of A. And everyone is at B right now trying to sell a bit of a fake. You can drop down into middle and get over towards Donut and try and split this A bomb site. I guess the idea is trying to keep as many FaZe players over at B as possible. Jacob's actually going to reposition because they aren't seeing too much in terms of a commitment towards the B site. FaZe will be aware, okay, let's just send the second player in towards Donut. He can assist the mid player, can get back to A very, very quickly. There's a peek out from Carrigan. When does the bomb decide to move? When does it try and get out towards the A site? Currently Frozen's watching it. A labored approach up into the A bomb site from the bomb, but it's going to come out now as the fights go down on B. It's going to be Brokey coming out on top of the USB twists. And Jacob combined on the scoreboard, though. Jacob was deployed to make sure Corbani couldn't even think about the bomb plant. And it turns out, Henry, it comes down to the final round of regulation. We've got here very quickly, though.
It's been some very quick rounds, yeah. No nonsense Counter-Strike. Lots of rushes, lots of set pieces, fast ecos.
I swear, like in some games, we would have played like 10 rounds in round 24.
Well, let's see if FaZe can bring us into overtime. One last chance to do it in regulation. Here comes FUT. Good opener, finding Jacob. Oh, they might have done enough here. A 5-on-3 to kick things off. We've got to get past Brokey first.
Yeah, Brokey locking down the donut. Looking to try and keep FaZe alive here. He's in a bit of an awkward spot. He doesn't have much help. Carrigan's out towards CT, but he's also got to worry about Red Room. So Demon, oh, there's the chance. There was a small window of opportunity to take Carrigan down on that cross, on that rotation over.
Now you know there's 2 players in towards A. Brokey's in Donut, Carrigan's crossed over. He should be going B now.
They got a lot of time. They can hit that pause button. Increase the uncomfort levels here for FaZe. And you can see how uncomfortable they are and realizing, you know, I actually have a whole lot of control of the map or information. So Twist is going to go walking down the B ramp. Is that solo B player. But FUT Esports are actually reaggressing, going for the finish towards lauNX. Back to Brokey. Here comes the AWP. Missed shot. There's the death sentence on the swing. Carrigan gone. And that's it. Twist is so far away. FUT Esports coming in with an upset here in the opening map. A team that have already beaten FaZe Clan in this competition. But in the final game of the group stages, the last chance to get into the playoffs, you think maybe FaZe can turn this around. FUT Esports come out with a stellar first half. The comeback was there from FaZe. They started clawing their way back into the game, and you think it is classic FaZe. They're going to find themselves either a late round regulation win or an overtime being squeezed out here. But FUT Esports have withstood, and they will end up taking this first map. 13-11. The map pick of FaZe Clan has gone the way of FUT Esports, and now the pressure's on FaZe.
And if you're a FaZe fan at home, the beatings will continue until morale improves. It's crazy. You know, look, nothing surprises me with this current iteration.
Stop.
Welcome back to the CS Asia Championships. We've got FaZe Clan versus FUT Esports fighting for that final spot in the playoffs here in Shanghai. Right now, FaZe Clan down a map in the series. They lost their map pick 13-11, Henry.
Ooh.
Now we're on Mirage. This is the map they already have lost to FUT Esports at this very event.
True. And they had a massive lead as well.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. It's going to be the excl. You're going to see plenty of these from FaZe in the second half, that's for sure. But now they defend against it. The standard smokes go down. I think one of them might have missed. Looks like it's gone a little bit deep, but it's going to be Frozen to open things up here.
Oh my
Chaos
God.
in towards the Palace. An early 5-on-3. Krabeni pulling it back, though. Still some chance to win this round.
Well, rapidly calming is Frozen. All the steps he hears running down to the side. FaZe going to be handling this pistol very easily. Frozen was the reason they stayed in a lot of rounds on Ancient. He was the reason they were able to come back and even make it competitive and have a window open to possibly even win that. But, you know, it just was not enough from FaZe early on. That was the biggest issue. They lost 9 rounds first half. Even though the comeback started coming through, Henry, just too much was lost in that first half to really think about a reasonable way to come back into the game and actually get the job done.
Very convincing pistol, no bomb planted. Should be 2-0, no problem here.
Yeah, no problem. The lack of bomb plan, no good force buy here for FUT Esports.
So, decoy. Thrown in towards middle. Can't really imagine a world where they find much here at all. Demon. Got a kill in the previous round, has treated himself to a deagle. Gonna recover that bomb. And you're just looking for maybe one kill here. This sort of setup, and that kill's already coming early. Frozen. The Danger Man removed for Carrigan. A staple of the B bomb site. Played here for many, many years. But they've got the M4 now. Unfortunately, can't hold on to it. And that's going to be round.
Yeah, not close to a bomb plan again here. The buy is going to be coming up in the next round, though. FaZe need to get off to a good start. It's fantastic that they won the pistol and they've won the follow-up round. It's got their first gun round fairs, but absolutely in need of a good start just to try and shake off some of the woes from Ancient. Dust2 is the third and final map if required. You know, FaZe definitely have a shot at winning that one too. So if they can get their way back into Mirage and get a win here in the series, that opportunity reopens for esports. Going for glory today. 2-0 for FaZe into the playoffs would be a massive result for this team. Currently ranked at number 36 on the VRS, 49 on HLTV. Would jump up 2 spots to the win here. Obviously major qualification already locked in. But, you know, for teams like FUT Esports, the VRS system is more about getting into a high enough position so you're invited to more and more events.
Absolutely true. It's not the same sort of conversation we're having at EPL with the major around the corner. Can they make it? That period's already passed, and at this stage, you just want to be able to attend more events and show that you're capable. What we've seen so far, they certainly are. In terms of maps in total, this tournament currently up 2-0 against FaZe. Here we go again on Mirage. Lots of damage inflicted. Jacob will find the second kill for FaZe, but Cemetery causing a lot of damage once again. Twist and Brokey incredibly low. Zoogs will help himself towards the A bomb site. Segregated from Demon right now.
Yeah, bombs drop top mid. Like, that's the big problem here for these two players. The bomb is all the way at top middle. Demon's going to go ahead, though, and cut down Carrigan.
What a shot.
And now look at the HP, Henry.
They found the bomb, though.
Yeah, now they're going to spot it. They can just, like a mother bird to the egg, sit on top of that.
Thing is, they are so low.
Yep.
How do you even position yourself here? They're not going to stay with the bomb.
Moving around as a pack, as a duo. Strength in numbers when they don't have the strength and health. It's going to take FUT Esports a long time to get into position to get that bomb back, because they're going to have to worry about the top mid boxes, going to have to worry about all the pesky little corners and cubbies that FaZe could be playing in. And then FaZe are banking on the fact that FUT Esports would feel committed into the A bomb site with the final 25 seconds. They've got to pick this bomb up. Now, where do you go? Do you race up short to B, or do you go connected to A? If you go A, well, that's exactly what FaZe are waiting for. And it is going to be that A play. So FaZe have made the perfect call here. Brokey and Sandwich. Twist in Palace, and it works out very well. 8 seconds left. All Twist needs to do is hide. You got to go for the plant. Twist will deny it right now, and that's it. So FaZe will take the 3-0. Well played from Twist and Brokey there to make sure that this round is picked up for FaZe. It got a little hairy though, Henry.
Oh, it certainly did. Didn't look promising in that 2-on-2. Deciding to leave the bomb as well. Stack the troops in towards the A bomb site. It was the perfect call. Some lovely shots from Demon, but just didn't have the time. Had to go through the motions to recover the C4. 20 seconds remaining. Had to run in towards that A site. And like you said, as soon as they picked that bomb site, the round felt like it was over. So, gonna have the hero AK for Cemetery. Partial buy this time. Lost bonus certainly racking up. It's going to be Brokey. Had a strong showing, along with Frozen and Twists on that first map. Gotta run the flames here. Good flashbang. Applying pressure. And bullets towards Frozen. Opening kill goes in their favor. And it's going to be Cemetery getting the second as well. We have got Twist down to 25 points of health. So do they want to pump the brakes here or continue to push? lauNX will push himself in towards a window, park himself up. And Twist with the AWP now.
Here's Carrigan, bottom of connector. Nice shot on towards Cemetery.
He's low though.
Yeah, it's still very worrying here for FaZe. Once again, sustaining heavy damage. Twist on 25. Carrigan with 17 HP. 45 seconds on the clock. Bomb picked up by Jukes. Now, where are they going to go with this one? Jukes going to be going all the way back through T-spawn and join up with his teammate in Demon. Carrigan racing in behind. He's not going to get there to stop that bomb from getting around. Twist has done a decent job here. Nice shot on Krabeni. Look how fast Carrigan is in this flank, dude. No one's even turning. He's shift walk now. Carrigan is so quick about this that it feels like he's got it. There's one. Knows the second player is on default. Gets a little bit awkward here for Carrigan now. He's very, very low, but oh my god, it's clean. And lauNX now. I'm still giving him a shot at this, Henry. He's got a Tech 9. They're really low on HP.
I think you might be onto something there. The weapon, not a huge factor. Just a couple of bullets need to connect. The first couple don't, but here comes the clutch attempt here. 3 versus 1.
No
One player
way.
to find, and it's going to be Twist holding his nerve. USP to close things out. Got the kit. Got the defuse, no problem. It will be 4-0 for FaZe. Once again, off to a flying start here on Mirage. They had this on the first day of the tournament. 4-0.
Yeah, Carrigan, man, he's a savior in that round. Decides, all right, I'm not letting them get too much space and too much level of comfort in that post plant. He just gets on that T-spawn flank. Comes in with this all-important kill. This is sick from Carrigan as well. Remember, he was so low. And allowing just the HP damage done to FaZe, you gotta give him a shot at winning this. Like you say, Twitch just keeping his cool, winning out the 1v1. You can see everyone looks so relieved there.
Ooh, miss smoke. Towards that window position. Seen a lot of that recently. Cemetery down to 51 points of health. Zoogs will have to reconsider his options. Smoked off towards the palace. He'll certainly slow things down here. This is a classic Mirage default. Try and show some presence across the map here. Bait out some CT util. Try and chip away at the defense. See what the final call is going to be. Still a 3 smokes. Molotov expended towards the window position, starting to coordinate themselves back towards A. 2 players in the palace, make it 3. So a palace pop, potentially. That window smoke does connect.
Well, there's Carrigan taking Krabeni down. So an opening kill found here for FaZe Clan.
Okay.
Nice for a response here from Zoogs. Damage done through the woods. Going to be Demon to finish it off. It's now lauNX and Symmetry left alone. 30 seconds left. The Symmetry will put the bomb down in the middle of the site. Here's Brokey coming back over with twists. Nice shot from Brokey. Symmetry goes down, and now we've got lauNX left alone. Oh yeah, not going to work out for him. Is Carrigan dropping him to the side of that smoke. It is 5 in a row for FaZe Clan. We are absolutely seeing a very similar Mirage as we witnessed just a few days ago.
Yeah, you're dead on. FaZe Clan, sure the rounds are uncomfortable at times, but still delivering the goods. Carrigan looking very sharp. Takes that wide swing from short. Opening headshot, opening kill, gets a couple in the round as well. Through the smoke to finish things off. We've got a tactical pause.
Man, it's going to feel pretty rough for FUT Esports, who've come out of an Ancient where they had such a strong start. Didn't let FaZe Clan really get into that game at all until that second half. Then, you know, starting to feel a little shaky, starting to feel like FaZe Clan might actually take Ancient. And then coming into Mirage, whew, this is a very slow start. So a timeout being taken, trying to figure out how can we actually play ourselves into this game. We don't want to let FaZe get up to a big lead again. You know, it's one thing knowing you can come back, you've done it before, but you don't want to have to rely upon that. Yeah, it's unlikely you're going to be able to pull it off twice against FaZe. A little bit more of a balanced team effort across the board here from FaZe as well. Quite often it's on Mirage, it's just Twists leading the charge and everybody else kind of doing their piece here and there.
Does it land? Yes,
it does. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Still a lot of missed smokes recently, Henry, haven't we, towards the window?
I think it's since there's a recent update to the sub-tick system, some of the old lineups don't work, or at least work as well.
Well,
but yeah, you're dead on.
1 HP for the Twist. That early damage is huge.
Yeah, he's on high alert. Might have to be given the AWP once again. Could certainly use it. Through the connector we go.
That AWP is going to be called in the action straight away. Brokey going to be taking lauNX off the top of the stairway. Demon coming through as Jacob is cut through. Krabeni, patience. Oh, gets caught. Frozen on the flank. It was about to be an easy kill there for Krabeni. You would imagine on Carrigan in the window. With Symmetry and Demon in a 2v4.
No nades to work with, Dinko. It's going to be very difficult once again to hold on to it. Carrigan continues to find headshots, but they cut it down to size. 2 versus 2 now. Both players coming in from CT spawn. Brokey given the AK-47, tapping away. They're both incredibly low now. Is this the first round that FUT can pick up? It's a nice incendiary. Twist will follow it up with the AWP shot. And now Demon thrust into the clutch. Navigating his way around the bomb site here, isolates the jaws and finds both kills. They finally arrive here on Mirage. It's been labored, but Demon comes out on top. It's 5-1, but the money is still going to be low. Even after winning the round, they're going to be averaging around $3,000 per player.
I mean, that's a huge 2v4 recovery there from FUT Esports, needing their first round on the board. FaZe Clan not going to be happy about losing a 4v2 like that, especially because they sustained heavy damage across the last few rounds, right? So rebuys having to keep coming in. It means 1 round loss, and look at the buy here from FaZe. Yeah, it's not too pretty. You got a couple of rifles coming out. You're going to see SMGs in the mix. Twist likely to have to go to an SMG as well. So just taking the time out here, try and figure out what the buy is. Maybe you can go for a bit more of a gimmicky setup on the CT side. Maybe not feeling comfortable playing standard with no AWP and 3 MP9s. But a real chance here for FUT Esports to get that economic break and start building some T rounds here.
To get their foot in the door, you could say?
You could say that, or get a foothold in the first half.
Oh, there's so much you can do with it. I love it.
And then suddenly, you know, when they've got the momentum, Henry, the shoe's on the other foot.
It really is. Let's see if FaZe Clan can put their best foot forward.
Oh, Krabeni in behind the fire and the flames. Smoke got to come up. Let's see if he's able to detect it. There's 3 players here on the A bomb site early for FaZe. It's quite a heavy setup. Something's afoot though, and here on the B bomb site, they're already out, committed through on the T side. Krabeni pushing through the ramp. He's got 2 of the FaZe players, Twist and Jacob, both destroyed. And FaZe's money is at breaking point. Round is not done yet. FaZe certainly stand a chance, but it's Carrigan once again who's likely to be the man to make the difference.
Oh,
Dead now.
my.
Of course.
There it is. Nice call there, pouncing into that A bomb site after showing heavy presence in towards B, pulling the defense around. Didn't have the helmets to deal with that one. The MAC-10 slicing through them. Galil picks up a couple. Brokey, no choice but to save. Silently makes his way back in towards B here. He's hoping to cause some financial damage if possible, but ideally needs to hold onto the rifle himself.
All right, so we're looking at 2 rounds now for FUT Esports. Money broken for FaZe. With the save rifle here, we'll see what kind of investment. Hey!
Well played.
I love the observer team.
Yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff.
Oh, that's tickled me.
Right then. Might be time for a tactical.
Right, P250's kind of the best thing you can get around this M4.
Yeah. Well, you can definitely still win these rounds. Brokey has been playing very well individually.
They did just have a tactical timeout in the last round, so want to be a little bit more sparing on that, I imagine. But here comes the FUT A execute into what is going to be an empty A bomb site.
Wide open for now. Twist will be there eventually, coming in from jungle. But a nice little A execution should seal the deal here. Molotov deployed towards the balcony. That one doesn't quite land, but it's all good.
Look at that, beautiful. To watch this one from the sky, a little helicopter ride. Thank you to PC Game for that one. Now we've got the bomb going down and start of the site is the P250. Leaping forward, Carrigan going to be caught out. So if you're Brokey, you just want to save that M4 again, right? You don't want to
absolutely.
Don't want to get involved in this. Don't throw it away.
They get $2,400 in the next round. So yeah, saving that does enable him to drop another rifle, but that'll be required. Carrigan's got $1,800. Time to farm some cash here, Krabeni. Oh, that's a second rifle. That's actually pretty massive. Didn't need to be so far away from the teammates. Said it's going to hightail it.
Run!
Away with the rifles is not a decent, actually not a bad outcome, I should say, because FaZe ends with 1 rifle, leave with 2. I guess they could drop an orb. I don't think they will. Jacob needs the Kevlar. 5-3 though. FUT arriving here on Mirage. Look at the 2-0 FaZe. In the last chance game, loser of the series does not make it to the playoffs. Winner goes to the quarterfinals. FaZe goes without saying. An absolute favorite of this tournament up there with Liquid, 3D Max, Legacy. And right now, floundering in this series. Couldn't get going on Ancient, arrived too late. Already lost to FUT here in the tournament on Mirage in the best of 1. All comes down to this, a flying star, but FUT are slowly but surely closing the gap. What just happened there?
Misfire. A little premature shooting.
It's all good, it's all good.
From the country, as Richard's been calling him, apparently.
So it all slows down. Bomb We've seen it a few times back in T-spawns, come back to haunt them once. Opening frag, no problem for Zoogs, takes heavy damage, but finds that opening incision. Exactly what they were looking for. Smokes down towards window and connector. And an A finish looking very likely here. Oh, nice damage.
The Demon sends a grenade after twists, and goodbye. Good night. Sleep paralysis, Demon more likely. We got 25 seconds here. Brokey out from Sandwich, gets the trade. Now a 3v4 to flip back here for the CT side of FaZe. And not looking likely as Cemetery coming through as Brokey's topple. Zoogs coming in with impact, and Frozen now left in what is going to be a safe call again. So this big lead that FaZe started to build for themselves has slipped away. We're now 1 round difference. Money's still not in a good spot here for the CT side. And we're looking at FUT Esports now 4-5 on the board.
Really like that play as well. The flashbang around the corner, Broke gets the turn for it, peeking before it pops, taking him down. That guarantees the round victory at that stage. 3 players survive, AWP for Zoogs as well. Already got that opening kill towards the B apartments and the slow default. Thinned out the defense. And it is 4 rounds on the board. Cemetery considering the hunt, but they will allow Frozen to live. But looks things always going in. Frozen will find him though.
Yeah, hangs on to the M4. At least they've got 1 to play with. If you can actually afford some weapons around this for FaZe.
Frozen could drop 1, so they probably will buy.
Oh, it's still not pretty, is it? You don't have the AWP out. Oh, you do actually. You do. Look at that. The big old green has appeared. Thought maybe they would take the more conservative approach to get extra utility, but thinking they require the AWP to be on the server.
That's the flash peek I was referencing with Cemetery. Really nice play. On the fly Counter-Strike. Or Brokey. No helmets. Won't be a huge deal against the AK-47s, but also just that 1 kit. Distinct lack of utility, Dinko.
Yeah, the lack of utility might not matter if they just win on headshots, though, as Kerbeni dry walks up into the short fight. Frozen's going to take it. Here comes a quick B-pop into Carrigan. M4 ready to go. lauNX somehow got that. He somehow got that kill the second he landed on his feet. We've got 3 players up here for FaZe, and that is one hell of a shot from Zeus. There was no way Brokey could even react to that. And now Twist is left retreating, wondering what the hell is happening. They are just getting shot in the face at lightning speed.
How does Zoogs pre-fire that corner? The double swing, I think, takes down Brokey regardless, but the fact he doesn't even get a shot off is remarkable. It's 5-5. They lost that opening pick, a 5-on-4 advantage to FaZe. Slips by the wayside. Twist will have to save once again. Money will be shattered once more. He will save the AK-47. That will be dangerous going forward in his hands. But FUT have done it. They were, what, 5-0 down?
Yeah. Incredible here from FUT Esports coming back into this. 5 rounds in a row. And a timeout, the second here in the first half from FaZe. Starting to free fall at this point. Need to adjust something, right? So that AWP that comes out in the last round, it doesn't really even get a chance to fire off a shot. They don't have it anymore. They go down to a weak buy again. Jacob, unfortunately, have another weak individual map here. He's going to have to play with FAMAS. Everybody else has an M4 of some variety or an AK. But right now, FUT Esports are hitting really hard. And they've come back into the game, Henry, but it hasn't required that huge comeback they had a couple of days ago, right? It's just 5 rounds back this time. Could leave this half 7-5 in the lead.
Yeah, they really could. The way they're playing right now, wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Going to go for a faster A hit again. Setting up the util early. Set piece out of spawn. All 5 players here. We've seen it time and time again. It's going to be Frozen to defend here. HE in hand currently. Drops it in. Good damage. CT's responding. Utility of their own. Very flash though. Zoogs with the opening frag. We've got full cinema mode here.
Going forward, it's going to be Twist and Frozen. Yeah, we've gone frag movie mode. And there's frags all over this A bomb site. Brokey checking out towards connector. Not spotting much here. Smokes will start to fade away soon, and we have 3 players of FUT Esports inside of the site. What a shot again! Once more, you know, decent damage from FaZe, but FUT Esports just hitting harder. We've got a 6-5, and that money is drained again for FaZe. It's another really weak buy. They've obviously got to invest everything they've got into the last round of the half, but FUT Esports have every advantage to close on a 7-5 scoreline from 5-0 down to 7-5. That could be the reality that FUT Esports are living in.
Man, I'm just thinking about Rain on the A-bomb site. He's so rock solid.
Just thinking about Rain. What's he up to right now? Probably playing Deadlock.
He's such an icon on the A-bomb side as well. He would love to be part of those fights.
Also on the T side, just like a rock in middle on his own. Shoots. There's a kill for Jacob on the FAMAS.
Yeah, needed that.
Here comes Demon through the con. Twist at the bottom of the stairs. Good shot. Looking for a second. Can't handle it. Jacob will, though. Traded out eventually by lauNX Symmetry, or rather Symmetry. Opening up the graveyard, throwing Carrigan in. We've now got Symmetry 1v2. Finally, it looks like FaZe is going to grab 1 extra round here for the end of the streak.
Break the streak.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh my god, comes through with 1 and then Frozen had to close it. No round is easy when you're FaZe Clan, but there's a 6-6 scoreline. We got a tie game going into the second.
Well, it's much better than their first outing. The first game of the tournament for FaZe and FUT was a best of 1 in Mirage. FUT were 9-3 down in the first half, came back and won it in regulation. This is looking much healthier, even after suffering a 5-0 deficit. 2-0 is well and truly on as they switch over to the CT side now. Pressure on FaZe after a great run at EPL. Caveats all over the place, forfeiting the first game, unable to field the full roster. Rain flown in last minute. They got to the semifinals. No one saw it coming.
No, that win versus Team Spirit in a 2-0 fashion as well. Obviously, that was Spirit playing pretty badly. Well, the worst we've seen in a long time. But, you know, FaZe making the most of it, you wonder, okay, how much of that was just Spirit falling apart? And then we see FaZe going to play against Vitality. They win Mirage. They come back on overtime and show up in a big way, the classic FaZe way.
And that's what I'm talking about. That was the performance from Rain I'm referencing. Like, he bailed them out so many times at that A-bomb side. Didn't see that same sort of output from Jacob. But let's see. Very important pistol here for FaZe. 3 players top and middle. A split looking likely. Rubeni doesn't want anything to do with it, but Carrigan will find him with the P250.
It's a good start of the pistol here for FaZe. Looking to take both pistols on Mirage. And pausing. Twist actually has 2 smokes, as highlighted by the observing team, so he'll be able to toss one out, grab the second. He's doing the full execute on his own here. Molotov under the wood, tossed out from Frozen and Palace. And lauNX is going to be smoked at the triple stack, which allows FaZe to move up quite quickly through connector to try and crunch in this A-bomb side, but lauNX is not panicking. He's just listening, waiting for his time to move around the side. Deny the bomb plant? No. Just about taken there for FaZe Clan is that bomb plant, but it's still a 2v2. The ramp rotate has now arrived. As Twist and Jacob back up in towards CT spawn, they've got the utility for this to block them in at spawn. Twist is forced into the fight, into the open. Jacob not able to step up. And that's going to be a FUT Esports pistol recovery on the retake to take the lead of the game.
The pocket incendiary. Nothing they could do. Flushes one out. Denies vision of the bomb as well. Half the face. No damage inflicted. And it's a clean victory in the end for FUT Esports. The bomb is planted though, so we're expecting the force buy in the second. Very important one here for FaZe. They've got a couple of AK-47s. That's where Demon brought them back into the round. So 5 and 4 till that point. Beautiful shot from Zooks as well. And that's the incendiary. Costing the round. Really nice play. Already a map to the good. Now taking the lead after being 5-0 down. 3 rifles, 2 deagles. Carrigan sacrifices his round. So does Brokey. No Kevlar for those 2 players. Have to make do with the deagle and util. 4 players top and middle. Carrigan posted up and towards that palace position. Can Twists bail them out once again. Nice defensive smoke.
Nice shot.
Here we go.
There's Twist tapping. Sentry gonna go down over towards CT. We've got Jukes looking up towards Palace. That bomb starting to shift through Con. We've got Krabeni ready to go. Jukes again, a double kill before burning inside of the site. Brokey and Twist 2v2 to try and win this follow-up force here from FaZe. Twist is still a short. We're going to try and catch them as they cross back into the bomb site.
Thing is, if Brokey goes down and shots are fired, he doesn't get anyone, they can just defuse. Oh, now this becomes a bit of a nightmare.
Well, that's exactly what has happened.
They can just defuse the bomb.
Yeah, now look at Twist. He's so low on health, 38 HP. Someone just looking for him at this point, but realizing they've got to get on that defuse soon. They know what Twist is. They can hold it. Demon, in fact, just turns and kills him anyway. And that is going to end up being a lost force buy here from FaZe Clan. And an 8th round win for FUT.
They can force again if they so wish. Bomb planted, 3 kills found. It would be a high-risk maneuver, but they can bring out a similar sort of buy. It was looking promising there for a second. Twist with the opener. But unfortunately, too far removed from the clutch. Bomb planted towards CT spawn. He had to find a tap. Certainly capable. It looks like they will give in, yield, as we will have the partial couple of sets of Kevlar. Upgraded pistols. 9-6 looking very likely indeed. A chance for FUT to establish their own economy here. Objective, try and keep 5 players alive. FaZe just want to get another bomb plant, a couple of kills. Brave swing from Cemetery.
Yeah, goes into the peak in the underpass. Krabeni coming out on top of it as well. And now it's just 3 pistols. Not really looking like they're going to have the power to push forward. That bomb, though, look at that. Broke is loving the fact that he might just have an empty B bomb site here to get into. Let's see if he takes the risk. And you see Krabeni's now sort of... Oh, I thought he was backtracking. He's not. So, yeah, that B bomb site's completely open for grabs. If Brokey wants a bomb plant. Just in his head, you just can't imagine that there's no one here.
Yeah. Why would you? He's hoping the Twist can find one. And every second they wait, the more suspicious FUT will become. That's the cue now. You got to go.
Yeah, starting to move forward now. So Brokey is going to get away with the bomb plant. See if we can get an extra kill out here as well. That's a small victory with the bomb plant coming through.
If you can find a couple of kills here, it's a very successful round. 1.
There's 1. And
2.
a second. Go on, Brokey. Just win it. Just win it on the Tech 9. Oh my god, Brokey 1v1 now all of a sudden. LauNX inside of the site. Brokey could pick this up. Oh, Brokey, what is that? That round was entirely broken, but he builds it back up, and FaZe Clan have a 7th out of nowhere. What the hell, Henry?
As soon as you got the first one, you thought there might be a chance. There's the first massive blunder.
Kick the PC. Get the tech issue in. What is this?
That's insane. That's what that is.
All right, that's the beginning of the bullshit. Here come FaZe. They're going to start it now.
An absolutely phenomenal clutch. One of the best in the tournament so far. Tech 9, 4-on-1.
1v4, Tech 9, bomb plant. How has he won that?
Oh, they know that's huge. They know that's massive.
Look at LauNX's face. You can't lose rounds like that versus FaZe. You can't lose rounds like that versus FaZe at this point.
They have no cash.
That has actually shattered them. Brokey has broken them. That is insane. a tech issue, of course, right here, but it's resolved. We're ready to get going again, but is that it? Is that the moment that flips FaZe Clan back into the series?
He was so calm with the Tech-9 as well. Dust2 tapping everyone. Didn't even need to reload. Oh, a real gut punch. They were high flying. The round was in the bag. Overcommitted towards the A site. Didn't have one player even considering that being a factor. They hadn't spotted the bomb yet. And now all of a sudden, everything turns on its head. The partial investment. 2 players with Kevlar. A 4-on-1. And FaZe are right back into their winning ways. It's going to be a force and response here. Going to have to dish out equal punishment. Feels like that's the 3rd map. Locked in already. Can you even recover from that? 1M4 for Zoogs. Krebeni has the Famous. An earth-shattering play from Brokey has revitalized FaZe.
Oh, that was one hell of a highlight. All right, let's see if FUT Esports can bounce back. They looked entirely demoralized there, Henry, I must say.
Oh, yeah. I think it's GG. I don't think you come back from that.
Surely not. Well, there's a chance, you know, to just win this force buy. You can sort of dust it off like it was nothing.
The FaZe BS.
It begins.
First time we've seen it this tournament, really. Have a look their usual selves.
Yeah, it's just been minus the ball, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. An inspiring play. Let's put them in the driving seat. A split being presented here. Frozen from the Palace where he does his absolute best work. An absolute beast in this position. It's the scout that has to try and fend them off. Cemetery is played full.
All right. FaZe open up with 2 quick kills. Make it a 3rd here from Frozen. Bomb planted round 1. They do capitalize on the Brokey chance. And now have tied the game up here in Mirage. And a reminder of the context of the series. The 3rd map here is Dust2. If we need to go there and FaZe somehow just close this out, and that is a mentally shattering moment for FUT Esports, Dust2 is absolutely a map FaZe Clan can win.
Dejected now.
Yeah. And they're a young, inexperienced team. They don't really know how to bounce back from moments like that, you would imagine, at this point.
Fully go up next as well. You bring a Famous and a 5-7 into it.
Terrorists win.
A somber tone in the FUT camp. They need their coach now. See whether they can do anything with this. Juggling around the pistols. Really can't afford to invest much. Bottom of the barrel loss bonus. $1,900 per player. They'll get 24 into the next. Even then, it'll be a weak buy. See if they can inflict any damage here. We've seen miracles can happen. Body blocking the connector smoke at least might allow for 1. Gonna be re-smoking it. There's the 1.
Yeah, Krebeni's deagle opens up Carrigan. Taking the advantage for the time being. Damage done to Twist as well as they try and cross up short. They're not going to get up for free as Krebeni brings Twist down. 5-7 ready to go. Not like this phase. Can't lose a round like this. Brokey going to turn around. Yeah, you're right. The dink is there. Brokey's finished off the 5-7, shredding them. And Jacob finally getting some impact here on the B-bomb side. You got Frozen diving out of the window. From the apartments to short, they try and spread out and try and win this round for FaZe. But Jugs again round the back, Frozen low, finished off. It's gotta be Jacob. It's gotta be the Jacob clutch. He's been criticized all tournament long, but this would be a big moment to step up and save them from this mess. He has a chance. They're separated. Krebeni has changed up his position. He's gone through market. Oh, it's a nice turn here from Jacob, but will he read the move? Krebeni's gone to the market, away from short. Jacob! Oh, so close to the angle, but Krebeni is going to win it for FUT Esports, and they are absolutely back. They needed a round like that.
Well, there it is, giving FaZe a taste of their own medicine, and boy, is it ever bitter. USPs and Deagles, Asaid Famas, and they win the round. It all started here. The missed smoke didn't go. Body block, I think. Gets the open up. A few dinks. Some difficult duels of the USP. Final bullet gets it done. And with 3 points of health, they come out on top. You're absolutely right. If Jacob wins that round, all is forgiven. Everything would be fine. He comes tantalizingly close, can't find the killing blow, and it will be 9-8. What a game this is turning out to be. A real rivalry building up between these two teams. And now the financial pressure on FaZe. Nice injection of cash.
Yeah, and that's going to give all the energy as well. Injection of energy, not only cash, but that allows them to offset the damage that the PWE CAC 9 1v4 did to them earlier on.
That's how you recover that sort of round.
Back on for the 2-0. Important round here to try and break FaZe's money. Jacob and Twist, though, winning out the mid-fights.
Good attempt. Frozen. Oh, beautiful little flick. Should be enough to win this round. Zoogs alone towards the ticket box. Smoke's coming in. Not a great smoke. Not the worst.
Right, this round is safely in the hands of FaZe unless Juice can step up with an unbelievable multi-kill. There's the denial of the bomb plant. Grenades go. Okay, Jacob's gone. And just like that, 4v2 to even numbers again with no bomb plant. Jukes has to win it on his own, though, and Frozen and PWE stay composed.
Back and forth we go. You really thought he had a chance there with the HE kill as well. Teammate tries to swing through. Jacob will find him. It all started with this bout and towards middle. FaZe coming out on top. Long range spray from Twists. Frozen, beautiful shot towards Sandwich. Takes a bite out of FUT.
Ugh.
Yeah, we are going to see another force buy presented here. Running out of time and space. Another difficult round.
Hey, they've won with less.
They certainly have.
Jukes going aggressive. It's going to be Frozen gone, so the opening kill goes the way of FUT Esports. There's Twists. Straight down into the window. Cemetery gone. Carrigan waiting. They run right into him. Not aware of the gap there, Krebeni. Well, going to be very tough for Juice to step up. He's going to be waiting at Sandwich. They're going to clear it. No problem. Carrigan hunting him down. That's FaZe now 4v2. And this one shouldn't get messy. There's no one really in a position to equalize out the numbers.
Yeah, Twist's third one. Nothing they can do but save. Will be another eco coming up next. Looking to save the Deagle on the M4. Double digits found first for FaZe. Presumably 11 rounds after this one. 4 players survive. They did find the opening pick on Frozen towards the A ramp, but unable to plug the holes. Running back from the ramp, and Carrigan already taken full control.
Terrorists win.
Great game of CS, this one. Real nail biter.
Yeah, not the best Counter-Strike, but absolutely entertaining. You know, you get the PWE CAC 9 1v4, the eco short push here from FUT Esports as well, causing problems towards B. Yeah, it's been wild. But I think FaZe might have just done enough here, Henry.
I think you're right.
You got the FUT money on the line. You're going to be up 11-9. Surely that's enough for FaZe to rock out Mirage.
First pick looks easy here. Jacob will find it. 12 kills for him, much better showing than what we saw on Ancient. Just going through the motions here. Carrigan, he's looking real sharp today. What a nice little one-tap that is.
Carrigan playing like a bit of a star in a couple of rounds throughout the series.
Absolutely.
Taking matters into his own hands. We got lauNX up in Palace. He's the only player with a rifle. And look at Frozen. Ready to punish the peak. Immediately taking it. Well, I say immediately. Maybe not the best word there. As Frozen's first bullet inaccurate. Goes down to 18 HP. But does finish it off regardless. And now it will be 11-9 as FaZe get to the end of Mirage.
It feels like they've done enough to get us to Dust2. A couple of opportunities left here. They will have a bye in the following round here. Round 21. They could get the AWP if they really wanted to, but I don't think they can justify it. So Brokey, the only sniper on the field. Tactical pause, the last one here for FUT. Problem is the resources now are strong for FaZe. It's going to be difficult to break them down. As we get back into play here. FaZe Clan known for their A executions. See if they just want to run a default here, knowing they've got the financial advantage. Let Brokey cook on the map. Gets himself a Tech 9 as well. Got a decent spawn for middle. I'll just go for the straight up pick. Setting up the insta smokes. Love to see that. Massive grenade at the start. They will offer one back. Going with some fast ready control. Carrigan applying that pressure. Flames all around him, down to 50 points of health. It's going to be lauNX. Beautiful little swing there. Does find Carrigan. Only one bullet required, courtesy of that HE damage. Can they hold on here? Looking for double digits themselves. A one-round game is available. We hit the 1 minute mark. They're being quite active on the CT side as well, not resting on their laurels. Pushing down toward that A ramp. Gonna have Frozen to deal with here. And he's dealt with them.
Yeah, even out the numbers. Frozen gonna go back again, and this time Symmetry walks forward to his death. It is likely now to be FaZe Clan at map point. It's never easy for FaZe. Always gonna do it the hard way. But a 4v3 to close in the final 28 seconds of round 21. Do they go B? If they do, it's only lauNX.
Time is an issue. If he can tuck himself in.
Or do they go back into the A bomb? So there's two players here, Henry. Oh my god, look at the time. Oh, FaZe, like I said, they never make it easy. They have to go the hard way, and Jacob delivers. Oh, needed that, and Jacob steps up with a great double.
It's all under control.
Never a worry. Not for a second.
Yeah, Jacob, the best performances I've seen from him have been on Mirage. Sent in first to do just that. A couple of crispy headshots are found. 1 second to spare, but the bomb is planted and map point obtained. No more timeouts for FUT. We can hunt this last rifle as well. Call it done. Frozen with the hot hand right now, 21 and 15. Checking every single corner and continues to dominate the battlefield here. Triple kill. Everyone goes down. $3,000 per player. Can't take a moment to catch their breath here. They're going to have to do it the hard way with the MP9s. What a beautiful sequence this was. They had the man advantage. Went to go and explore their options. Down toward the A ramp. Got a lot more than they bargained for. It all comes down to this. 3 in a row required. The hardest round of them all here. SMGs. A FAMAS for 3. Feels like we're all done here. Dust2 pretty much locked in.
Twists grabbing the opener. One step in that direction of Dust2. The series is going to get a whole lot harder now for FUT Esports, who had an incredible start on Ancient. FaZe came back, was a 13-11 win still for FUT Esports. Had their opportunities here on Mirage. It was a strong start for FaZe, then FUT Esports were able to get 6 rounds out of it after being 5-0 down. But that Brokey Tech-9 clutch.
Yeah, that's where the wheels fell off. Sure, they got an eco victory of their own,
but were unable to keep it up.
Exactly. Lost a lot of momentum, it felt like.
Krabeni.
A chance, I suppose.
Yeah, this is a strong position. Backs are turned, not quite ready. Lining them up, mowing them down, it's a double. And at least a chance here for his teammates to still keep things going. As FaZe Clan now come into the B-bomb site in a 3v3. Demon still around, spotted by Frozen. There's going to be Jacob to handle business, though, as he's landed quite a number of great shots in the last few rounds here on the T side. We got Symmetry denying the bomb plant. What? Symmetry just comes down, takes 2, and now we've got Twist in a 1v2 to try and close the map. He's going to step up to the right side, sees the other player inside the bomb site itself, and Twist, he's on for this. It's not going to be the round, though, as Symmetry steps up with a triple, denies the bomb plant, then denies the win from FaZe. FUT Esports still in the map.
Saved by Krabeni. 2.5 kills. Cemetery as well, denying the plant.
Clean shots.
Really nice. Gets that final frag as well. The Famaces deliver the goods, but still a lot of work to be done. 2 rounds in a row. Stronger by this time.
Yeah, still not great, though, here for the CT side. And you mentioned this in the first half, Henry. We're going to see a lot of FaZe A executes. Haven't seen as many of them as we usually do, but here it comes.
Is this where they take us to the 3rd map? All in. Quick execute off the bat. It's the MP9. Up to bat first. Yeah. It's a great entry frag.
Needs some support as well. Frozen's actually tied to the FaZe utility. It's now going to be lauNX to the back of triple. Will get a step up, but Carrigan again. Crucial headshot from Carrigan. Low HP denied by Demon. And Brokey now. Can he do it again? Can he clutch up again? This time to close the map. Goes towards CT. Denied access as Krabeni drags us all the way to the final round of regulation.
Now they have got a strong buy. 3 AKs on the CT side. Money will be absolutely fine for FaZe. Don't worry about that. But FUT, against all the odds there. MP9, first line of defense. Gets a double kill. Sure, Frozen goes down to a Molotov, but he was on 1 HP.
How wild is it that just a few days ago I was commentating FaZe in an overtime extravaganza on Mirage against Team Vitality, and now I'm doing it against FUT Esports. This is FaZe, always providing the entertainment. Here they go.
Into where we go.
A bomb side again, Henry.
Good opening pick. 4 on 4. Certainly favors FaZe. Looks like they might have done enough here. Smoked off, isolated. Bomb to be planted any second now. Strong Molotov actually gets extinguished. They'll boost over, but nothing to be found.
All right, FUT Esports down to just 2 players. A dream to try and pull this into overtime. Really needed that kill. And now that should be confirmation of the fact there were 2 players in the same position from jungle. Getting held back. They've even got Twist inside of mid. Nice shot from Symmetry. Looking to keep this going again. He's actually right Twist position. Chasing after him, looking for him. Twist is going to stand tall, though. Leave it all on Demon. 1 kill out towards Sandwich. But now he's got to worry about Connector and the ramp. And Demon's got 3 bullets to do it. Eventually, FaZe Clan do close out Mirage. This one's going to 3 to decide who is heading to the playoffs here in Shanghai.
Yeah, thanks, Dinko and Henry. I'm going to say victory was dangling there. It was dangling over the crib of this young team. And a bit snap.
Let's go.
Well, FaZe Clan always find a way to make the series entertaining. It is a very close finish there on Mirage. Henry, we now go to 3 to decide who is heading to the quarterfinals to play against Legacy.
13-11, 13-11. We wouldn't have it any other way. This is proving to be one of the best matchups here at CAC, and it's going to kick things off here on the third map of Dust2 with aggression from FUT. Jukes sets the tone for the round, but taking a lot of damage on Rua. Fadeaway headshot. Brokey goes down. And it's going to be an early 5-on-4 advantage. Frozen, all the meanwhile, has tucked himself away and towards the pit. Got that PT50 in hand as well, so can actually battle the CTs at range at this point. But they are looking to hunt him down. Can't connect the dots early, but that's a much better shot. Can he find a second? Apparently not.
And CT staying on top right now. It's going to be Krabeni.
Lovely.
From behind. Landing that shot on the Joe Berettas. Twist and Jacob, not really in a powerful position whatsoever here as they go down to lauNX and Cemetery. It's now Demon, the only player that's died for the CT side. And they'll be very happy about the pistol round going the way of FUT Esports.
lauNX with a triple kill there. Looked like they were in a lot of trouble when they were trying to scramble back from the top of mid, but having said that fadeaway shot, this one right here, beautiful. Gets the kill towards the pit as well. Nice work with the dual elites from lower B. No bomb planted, and a great start here for FUT. In the third and final map, elimination on the line. Quarterfinals for the victor.
FaZe Clan have bought themselves into D-Goals, Tech Knights.
Oh, they have 4-spot, huh?
Yeah, it's not usual to see this like after no bomb plan, but want to get going early on.
So, a split looking very likely. 3 players from FaZe Clan. And those long double doors. Young Demon looking to step up here. MP9, perfect weapon for the job. Trying to show some presence. That mid to B splits. Can't body block the smokes. The long play's coming through. Opening kill, no problem. Can he hold on, though? I don't think so. Good damage, significant damage, in fact. But Carrigan leaping down from short. Keeps around in contention here. 2 players towards long, they know it. Cemetery maintains that man advantage. Knows there's one more towards long. That's a bomb as well. Broken needs to be very careful here. Might not matter either way, as it's a clean finish. Got a little bit dicey when Carrigan dropped down and found that kill, but well handled. 3-0 pretty much locked in at this stage. Can't really invest much at all. A deagle for Frozen and for Carrigan. Money is tight, but a flying start for the rookies here. Really turned out to be one of the most entertaining series we've had all tournament long. It's had all the bells and whistles, all the clutches, all the heartbreak, the blunders.
And all the rounds, most importantly, Henry.
Yeah, we have gone 24 rounds on both outings, but finally FaZe have taken a map of a FUT. Should be an open shut case here. Krabeni will be finding a couple. Not the cleanest spray.
Thinking about Ancient, the first map of the series, a reminder of how that started. It was FUT Esports on the CT side, just kind of dominating. They just were really fun to watch on the CT side, very fluid, dynamic.
Yeah.
Right now, Dust2 could give us shades of that. We'll wait until that first gun round comes up here. Well, FaZe will get their buy in the next. But could be a world in which FUT Esports get off to the races on the CT side again. Krabeni's look really solid.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 4K so far in this round. There's the ace.
Yeah, he's the in-game leader as well, Dinko.
Yep. One of the better fragging ones for sure.
Yeah. Nice little ace.
Headset came off immediately, though. I wasn't happy about something. So the tech issue going to be arising here ahead of the first gun round of Dust2. A reminder of the context of this game. The winner goes on to the quarterfinals. The loser is eliminated. The winner will go on to play Legacy on Friday.
Okay. Tough game.
Yeah. So they're on the bracket side with Legacy and Heroic. So Heroic are in the semis, Legacy in the quarterfinals.
Heroic taking down Fnatic today as well.
Yep.
Fnatic looked fantastic this tournament. Even with the new roster, as it were. No Cypher.
And that's Heroic playing with a stand-in. They don't have Alcarin with them, playing with Hades.
Hades is #1 player in the tournament right now as well. Which is pretty remarkable.
Alcarin sitting at home, not enjoying it. He's having the Jacob experience.
To be fair to Jacob, he definitely picked up his individual form on the second map.
Yeah, he's
had some really impactful moments, saved the day a couple of times.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of great impact, especially that round on Mirage where he's coming in last second. There's time ticking down. He gets a double kill. Spare that final kill towards CT. Now, Jacob has incredible mechanical skill. And we'll get to see that on display every now and then.
Yeah, Ancient wasn't too kind for him, but bouncing back admirably. Slight technical issue here. Final game of the day. Looking for the last couple of teams for the playoffs. Stinko, could you give us a B stream update?
Absolutely. So over on the B stream, we currently have another game going on. It's 3D Max versus Virtus.pro in their last chance for the playoffs. 3D Max, one of the teams that are favorites to win the entire event. Well, they've currently brought it to the third map because VP won 13-9 over an overpass. Okay. 3D Max won 13-8 on Inferno. Yeah. And now Train is the deciding map in that best of 3.
That's a perfect map pool for those two teams. VP, like, say what you will about them, they are good on overpass.
Yeah, they are, and they won at 13-9. So they'll move on to the bracket with Fnatic and Liquid. They're on the quarterfinals is Fnatic and Liquid in the semifinals on that other side of the bracket. So that's where they're fighting for a spot.
Well, there's all to play for. Playoffs kick off tomorrow. And we need 2 more teams. FUT in this third and final map. What's going on here?
Nova. All right, Jacob.
Sorry, what is going on? Okay, it's not. The round's not live. I was gonna say,
I just see the sheer panic. You're like, what is happening? This is
T-side Nova.
Guess he's having fun with it. You don't usually get to see this.
No, this is very odd, but I guess the Nova does indicate players off. Everyone knows it. The international symbol for the game is not live. Okay. Back to normality.
That was fun. Nice little comedic relief for everyone to focus back for this very intense game.
Oh, yes. I'm assuming there'll be no Novas in the following round here. Let's have a look. I don't think they can bring out the AWP on the T side. FUT with a very clean previous. We'll have rifles across the board as well. Demon, 5k. Invest in some extra utility in a kit. Money looking quite strong on the CT side here. But this one will set the tone for the half. Can they have another great CT showing here in this best of 3? Ancient was absolutely spectacular. And we're off. Brokey to set up the double doors from the drop-down area. Maybe it'll be Twists. It looks like it will be.
Well, he nails this smoke. Jacob to descend down into the tunnels. And Cemetery going aggressive. He's got 2 players in behind him. It's quite a heavy cat setup here. Anticipating FaZe Clan to be going for a catwalk execute Henry.
Yeah, really classic Dust2 default here. First wave of util, ascertain whether the CTs have got presence towards lower B, flash them offshore, re-smoke the doors. You want a Molotov close and then deep up towards shore here, but that gives it all up. They know there's some CT presence here. They're not playing down towards long at all.
2 smokes being used for this as well. All right, really trying to keep them away from catwalk. It's forcing them to make a different decision, which is going into the B split.
This position becoming more and more popular. Went out of meta for a long time. Then people stopped checking it, stopped Molotoving it. And as you can see...
Twist is looking for it, but Corbetti geeks up. Looked like he got a good timing, but Brokey and Twist eradicating the B-bomb side defenders. But we've still got LauNX here, and he's still striking. Carrigan going down. Low HP of Twist. Twist nails the headshot. Now Demon coming back up for a 1v2. Up the B ramp. Twist is low, 3 HP. If you can catch off Frozen first, then it's down to a 1v1 against Twist, who's extremely low. Can he get Frozen? Oh, it goes into the window, through the doors rather, and just couldn't catch Frozen in that tight angle. So that'll be FaZe picking up their first round win.
Yeah, a bit of a fumble there from FUT. Giving up that they had multiple players towards short, double smoke down, panicking a little bit there. It wasn't like it was a key piece of real estate. You either challenge it or you don't. They expend a lot of utility towards that area. Jacob then helps himself towards The mid double doors confirms it's clear. Mid split comes through. Definitely was a chance that boost, but just couldn't connect the dots there. Comes down to the 2-on-1, and FaZe will post their first round comfortably. But this is where things really get interesting. Now we've got the final form, the AWP for Cemetery, and you can see a lot of this going through step by step on the Dust2 manual. Smoke down double doors, get lower control, flash from top of middle to push back on short. There's that same Molotov. Now they can start to piece this one together. Cemetery positioned towards middle. This time a more traditional setup in the CT side. One player parked up in the pit. Or floating from CT back towards A if required. And they are going to be challenging this long player. Demon is playing on the lip of the pit, so just looking to get one kill, then drop down. It's an off angle. You're pre-firing the headshot position. One kill, drop off, call for a flash from your teammate. That's when you swing again.
Benny. And there he goes, Jacob. To the kill, Demon looking to lock down this A long push out. He gets one kill before being traded out. Cemetery coming on over. AWP straight to the chest of Frozen, going back again. Floki with util. Still gets the kill, but a dink to his face.
Doesn't want the AWP. Just wants to get up there with the bomb.
Well, there's going to be some util going over the top. It's a Lounge flank out long. Brokey finished off that low HP. Cost him his life, and now we've got Jugs coming up through shore, not exactly getting the fight he wants here on Jacob. He's got Carrigan down in CT, and it's going to be Carrigan with the most impact there in that fight against lauNX. So Jugs not really in the best situation here. He doesn't have the kit, doesn't have the utility, and FaZe Clan not giving him the fights. He's going to have to just run at him now. See if he can get Jacob off the bomb site, and he won't.
Good
Jacob
kill.
handles the pressure, and yeah, great kill. That's going to be a second round for FaZe.
Excellent work. If Jacob goes down there, it's a real issue with Carrigan down in towards CT spawn, but well handled. Money ruined for FUT. Should be a tied game here, 3-3. Can't really justify much investment. I say that. They're buying an MP9. I don't think that's the play. Take the full eco. They'll take a tactical timeout just to discuss the options here. Options very limited, quite frankly. But yeah, some convincing rounds there from FaZe. Very standard game for them so far. No set pieces, just running the defaults, getting intel, grouping up, taking short or long, mid doors. All very traditional here on the T side so far. So we get into round number 6. Brokey with the AWP. He's got the long spawn as well, Dingo. He's definitely taking that. There's a lot of spawns on the T side. It does too. I think there's 15. So if Europe gets this spawn, the best one, you're jumping over the first ledge, get there before the CTs do, and presumably get the pick.
If someone comes to fight, and they have come to fight, Demon actually got there first and the nade went in. So kind of perfect, really. Jacob going to fight out lauNX in the lower tunnels. And we shouldn't really see too much of an issue here for FaZe. Oh, I say that.
Bloody hell.
That is one hell of a shot, isn't it? Now 3 players to the mid. So, oh my god, Krabeni got another one. What is happening here?
Should be fine.
Yeah. Oh, USP kill again. Krabeni's got an AK and a 1v2. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Didn't bring much into the round. 3 kills, maybe 1 more. But objective at this stage, save the AK-47. Yeah, there's no way he can even go for this, so it is going to be 3-3, but exciting round. Finds the AWP. Now that is significant. Certainly a welcome addition into the next round. They could maybe drop one on Zoogs, but this helps him out a lot going forward. So an expensive round. Nice injection of cash with the sniper being gathered up, scooped into that reserves, and we're going to see Carrigan and Twist survive. But I'm pretty sure this goes the distance again. Give us another 13-11. Twist, a couple of kills. Carrigan continues to look sharp here in the series. A lot of people criticizing his form this season, rightly so, I would say. Some of the bigger events kind of just fell off completely. You can tell he's been working on it. Looking much better individually here at CAC.
Yeah, he's taking some rounds into his own hands. Just gone a little bit wild. We've seen that sometimes for Carrigan. Once the game starts to feel lost, once the options seem thin, he's willing to take the risk. Lead by example. Got Brokey going for that opening. Not going to work out for him. Blocked in the tunnels.
We'll have to reassess the situation. Not so much a default this time with 4 players on the B side of the map. Nice grenade. That's going to do significant damage. Perfectly timed. FUT not the sort of team that sits back. They get in your face. Trying to overwhelm T-side defaults. B split looking very likely here. Flushing out the close range proximity with the Molotov. No one home. It's going to be Zoogs towards that back platform. Flashbang sets him up, but doesn't get Brokey at all. He'll find the first opener. Lurk smoke. As the CTs chuck one in of their own. This kill might decide the round.
Yeah, Symmetry, 30 seconds. He's got to pick in. We got Demon holding out long. Carrigan this time unsuccessful, so no A offensive coming in from FaZe Clan. It's a last-ditch effort towards this B bomb site. They can still win this round, even though they're a player down here, FaZe. lauNX is going to be trying to be disruptive. Goes to the CT smoke with a flash. Gets a dink on Twist as well. Low HP. Quick shot from Brokey. 13 seconds on the clock. Oh, close to taking Demon down, but they've got to get into the bomb site, and there's still Krabani waiting. Krabani's just waiting at the back of the bomb site. There's not enough time now to win the round. They would require elimination, and FaZe not going to be winning it out. And they do get all the kills, just not in time.
What a shot that was. Brutal, but yeah. Bested by the clock. Excellent work from FUT to stay in the round, but it's certainly expensive. Tactical pause coming in from FaZe. Trying to change things up. Got the opening pick, 5-on-4 in their favor. But what a play. Pushing through the CT smoke. Completely blind as well. They chuck a flashbang in at their own. Managed to make things very uncomfortable. And the scramble in towards the B side shut down. They will survive with 2 players, but they'll get no further cash. So just going to be divvying out the resources here. Carrigan, $2,000. Needs to buy... He can buy Galil. He's already got Kevlar, to be fair, so he can go for a Galil, but opts for the Tech-9 and Util. Brokey still has the AWP himself, but FUT take a slight lead now, 4-3. Good recovery. Brokey looking for damage on the cross. Seen a lot of it this tournament. They go low, though. And here we go, back to more of those traditional defaults we were talking about. This time we're focused towards top and middle instead of lower B. Suggests there'll be a bit more pace behind this one, Dinko.
There's marching their way down middle. Sending 2 into the lower tunnels. Carrigan's having to look up short. He'll throw some utility just to try and get Symmetry off the angle. But even though he's blinded, still times the shot perfectly. And Carrigan is taken away from the FaZe Clan ranks. Now B split. Really the only option now. So Lurk smoke out. Not actually going to be smoking out CT. And they're going to get into the fights. Twist comes out on top of one. lauNX to step up on the other. And Zoogs is waiting here at the window, waiting for his time to strike, but Frozen's coming through it, and he's got a double. lauNX and Zoogs both down, and Krabani now 1v3 is a long way off even thinking about this.
Well, that's just a classic B split, isn't it? That Lurk smoke from Frozen. That's what it's designed to do. Obscure vision. They had to assume it was clear. So much pressure coming in from middle. He timed it to perfection just as they were looking to reaggress from the doors and the window at the same time. That's a huge round. And bear in mind, sure, they won the previous, but no one survived, so the money is going to be shattered. FaZe ties things up and presumably take the lead at this point as well. Let's have a look. Opening pick for Cemetery, but really nice mid to B split coming through. Brokey, nice shot, and that's the Lurk. Frozen makes himself known. Twist to close things out. Beautiful kill. And they can't really invest anything here. Full eco, a P250 and a Deagle. Going to be taking long. There's actually going to be 4 players here. Could get a little bit dicey, but it looks like it's all under control.
All right, nice and easy. It's going to end up being a 5-4 scoreline here with FaZe heading into the lead. Oh, Kerbeni thought he had a little bit of a gap there to work with. Then the flash comes in, takes him off the angle. Solid team effort from FaZe so far. You know, you Twist 8 and 5, 7 and 6 on Brokey. 6 kills for Carrigan and Frozen, and Jacob not too far behind. You know, quite often with this FaZe, the version of FaZe rather, we've seen Twist have to hard carry or Frozen. Luckily, a little bit more of a balanced effort at the moment. Well, the buy will return for FUT in the next round. We'll see what their CT side has in store for us for the rest of the half. Now, AWP can be purchased, but it would require lauNX ruining his economy, so not going to be happening. And we're going to see just the rifles come out across the board here for FUT, so definitely a couple of weaknesses in here. The FAMAS, the lack of utility on a few players, that or a couple of flashes missing here and there.
Well, here we go then. Getting to the meat and potatoes of Dust2. FUT's feeling the pressure financially. Compromised setups. FaZe taking a slight lead as well. Great rivalry between these two teams throughout the tournament. Opening game, that best of 1. FUT recovering a 9-3 deficit, winning in regulation. Took the first map of Ancient as well in a convincing manner. Mirage had their moments until Brokey arrived with a 1v4 Tech9 clutch. That real nuisance at the B-Lurk smoke, though. It's been a thorn in their side. Takes away so much vision. Keeps you on high alert. Pressure being applied. So Carrigan's going to try and show some A presence, Dinko, and they're going to make their way in towards B. Maybe even just a contact play. Double door smoke from Brokey. There's the presence from Carrigan. Just trying to keep them entertained this side of the map, dropping everything he's got. HE goes in. Mid to B split has been a real issue for FUT. And you can see they've got barely anything to work with here. 1 smoke is all that's left to try and fend off a potential A finish here. Carrigan calls the boys over, pulling them around the map. So it's going to be now a little B fake instead. And there's 3 players here. Flashes go over the top. That'll send Frozen with that utility. Everyone's interested. No more util, but they have got Demon. Needs to find a couple, can't do it. That's going to be round.
Yeah, that's it pretty much. Now we've got Jukes and lauNX not really feeling it at the moment. We've got Brokey trying to hang on to the AWP. They're putting pressure on him, and he's just going to handle it. So, shot to Jukes, and going up for the no-scope. He had a chance there, but lauNX is just going to run back up into Frozen anyway. So, doesn't matter. AWP is going to be picked up and carried on over, and we'll end up having a very strong half here from FaZe starting to develop.
Must be so confusing playing against FaZe when they're in the zone like that. Carrigan just pulling them around the map. Looks like an A fake, then it's a B fake. In and out. He felt like they did enough to hold them over to the B side of the map there. Brokey watching the rotations as well. Nothing they could do. It's when the round is over. Trying to save the AWP. Not going to happen. Massive round. FaZe in the driving seat. Perfectly played by FaZe. A lot of moving parts there. Bled out all the util on the CT side, and now they're left with nothing. Demon made some noise. Jacob will take care of business. Opening killer goes in their favor. Not really much they can do with this. You've got a lauNX, MP9. Some 5-7 sure, 1 flashbang in his smoke, but realizing the potential, any lower B nonsense. Frozen is there, but can't find the kill. So that's a rifle given over. Zoogs will find it.
Well, Kerbeni going to be 5-7 getting cast aside. Always a risk when you're playing around those doors that, you know, the AK could fall to it, but they handle the pressure.
They should be molliting car if they
look at the flank here from Jukes. Twist heard that, yeah. Loud descent down into the sand. Twist is going to have no problem turning around and taking Jukes out of the round itself. So we've got Carrigan now ready. Oh, God. Was ready. Now gets the rifle out and run him down. It's a 1-for-1, and Carrigan's a long dead. His teammates are long gone, and we've got the AK picked up here for lauNX.
Not much you can do with it. They know exactly where he is, so they hightail it towards the B bomb site. Penultimate round here. FaZe looking likely for the quarterfinals. Much more comfortable as this series goes on. You have to say, though, FUT Esports, previously Navi Jr., no one thought they had a chance coming into this tournament. No one thought they'd be able to take down the likes of FaZe Clan.
Not at all.
Took them on in the best of one. Made a name for themselves here at CHC. Still in this game, of course, but it feels like their chances are diminishing round by round.
Yeah, it does feel like FaZe is starting to get into a comfortable gear at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, throughout the first 2 maps, it was always disruptive. There was always enough chaos for FUT to thrive in. Low buy wins were happening. Back and forth rounds. Not the case at the moment. But FaZe Clan always have a good time when they had to head out to Shanghai. And won CAC in the first edition in CS2. They obviously made it to the final of the Shanghai Major.
Yep.
So it would be shocking to see FaZe not in the playoffs. Especially over at FUT Esports. Tactical pause though for FUT, trying to figure out how to get this last round in the half. They've got the AWP back here for Symmetry. 4 rifles around them and a lot of utility.
It really is the FaZe way at this point, still to this day. Go down like 0-2, lose your opening games, last chance game to actually make it to the playoff. They always seem to get there. It's always a bumpy road, but one that Carrigan can navigate them through.
Even at the Shanghai Major, they were so close not to making it through, right? They had that game against Furia in the final decider and made it through to the playoffs, just about scraped through that, and ended up obviously going on to make it to the final and give us a fantastic major final performance against Team Spirit. So yeah, it happens all the time for FaZe.
Thriving in the chaos. Symmetry, though, opening things up. They need this last round, it feels like. Nice opening pick. It feels like that wasn't necessary. No flash, just a dry peek from short. Might cost them the round here, might cost them the game. Now they need to answer back. They can't just sit back and allow FaZe to bleed them dry with utility again. Coming in towards short. They need to be flashed in. Ascertaining the mid is clear for now. But it's going to be a B finish here, going through T-spawn. So it's a nice little flank, but I think you're just going to be out of position by the time you realize it's a B hits. They're going to check out long first.
Yeah. And then you've got to make the decision, do you want to go for the retake when the time is going to be so short when that bomb goes down? If FaZe keep up the pace, they're going into the big bomb site. Yeah, that's true. They're coming back at least. Might be able to get here in time to cut them down with this AWP. Here goes Symmetry, misses the shot.
That was the shot.
Yeah, neither that. Goes back again. Smoke is up this time. And with FaZe putting all the utility in place and actually getting a kill as well, makes this incredibly unlikely and ill-advised, but it's lauNX to make the last-ditch effort. Flash, he's committed to this. lauNX just running right through. It's absolutely massive from lauNX. What is that? He gets away with an absolute massacre of running out of the tunnels. It looked like that was the only way to win it, and lauNX picks it up.
That's the sort of round that can resuscitate the squad. Raise morale just before halftime. It looked like he had no business winning that at all. He misses the first interaction, does barely any damage. They know he's there. They smoke him off, but he decides to push it before it even blooms. The smoke was a little bit too deep. Full steam ahead. Wind in his sails comes through with his absolute masterclass of the AK-47. They had no idea he could find 3 kills. Yep. He's out tunnels, my friend. He's not waiting for anyone. The smoke does not dissuade him, and it will be FUT keeping their head above water here. Felt like a must-win round. Looked like it was done once they breached the B bomb site. There it is. We are going to see a 7-5 scoreline. It's still wide open here. 7-5 feels a lot different than 8-4. Neo knows it.
Yeah, you see disbelief on Frozen's face that lauNX would make that move. I think it's just catching the perfect amount of chaos. FaZe just didn't expect someone to come barreling through the tunnel smoke like that.
Well played.
Not exactly plays that FaZe are used to seeing at the very top. You know, retakes at the top level of CS are all very controlled and methodical retakes into the B-bomb site. Different pacing to them.
So, pistol here, Molotov for Cemetery. Smoke being deployed towards the double doors. So an A-split looking likely here. Got a couple of flashes. Another smoke in reserve as well. Gone for the Xbox smoke instead. Don't see it as much these days. It does take away that vision from lower B. If you're not going to have anyone lower, that's when the Xbox smoke is preferable.
Well, it's a good start there for Jacob. Going to go back out again. And this time Krabeni puts him in the ground. Carrigan's still a car, but he's being tagged up here by lauNX and finished off. So 4v3, make it 4v2 as lauNX is just a killer machine in these last couple of rounds here. Brokey, though, still around, still kicking, and still causing problems.
Oh, finally, they take care of him. The pistol master, Brokey, has been silenced. Frozen's position. Down in towards CT spawn, presumably noted any second now. We'll need to find something very quick here. Can't connect it, and it will be lauNX to confirm victory. 1-round game.
A 4K for lauNX as well. 19-7. What a map he's having here. lauNX is making the difference. He secures that extra round at the end of the half here for FUT Esports. Then he wins the pistol. That there is a case to be made still for FUT to win against FaZe. lauNX is certainly going to be the MVP.
We're going the distance again, Dinko.
You can feel it?
Yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way. It's been a great series. These young rookies.
Now, lauNX hasn't necessarily had the best series overall. He's the bottom-rated player for his squad at the moment, but this final map, completely different story. Krabeni and Brokey, blow for blow as Demon gets involved. It's a real biff here at long. And those D-Eagles are always scary as well, and Carrigan's got one in his hands as they come towards him.
Connects another shot, but not going to be enough, I'm afraid. Rock'em, Sock'em counter-strike there towards long. A good duel, but it will be FUT coming out on top, tying things up and taking the lead with the Eco coming up next. Frozen. Best he can hope for here is get a cheeky kill here at the long doors, save the AK for the following round. But you don't need to hunt him. Let him keep his 5-7. Don't risk it. Take it easy, lads. An AK in Frozen's hands can do disastrous things to you in the follow-up. No one has to go in those double doors. Don't do it.
Terrorists win.
And it's all fine. Frozen will have to make do. He's got a helmet, a smoke, and a 5-7, so it doesn't leave empty-handed. But we're all tied up. It was a must-win pistol. Follow-up conversion is clean as well. 3 players survive. And they're going to purchase some HEs here. Some twists and Brokey. I assume they'll be nading the long doors. No one home. Here comes Carrigan.
They're going to give it a good go in the top mid push, but Krabeni ready to take him down. Cemetery will also follow through. And we were just saying a few rounds ago, it felt like FaZe Clan were starting to take control of the game. That lauNX move out of the tunnels has completely changed the story. We're now looking at FUT Esports going into the lead to kick off this second half. Now, we haven't seen a buy yet from FaZe. That'll come up in the next round. FUT Esports still very much in this fight, Henry.
Oh, absolutely. Money's building up quite nicely as well. They could even purchase the AWP. Like, one player going down is actually maybe a bit of a blessing in disguise, because now you can buy the AWP. And you're going to need it against Brokey. Player of his caliber should be devouring this squad on Dust2. Going to have the weaponry to go toe-to-toe with him. all important first real gun round here in the second half. 8-7. Cemetery fires up a pop shot.
Got very heavy A setup here for FaZe on the CT side.
Yeah, leaving Frozen pretty isolated. Carrigan comes back in. They were expecting a fast long take here. The first gun rounds normally can be a little erratic.
Well, we'll see the standard progression up through short, the Molotov to clear off the ledge. Flashes to assist the peaks. And FUT Esports at minute 5 seconds have completed their default take of Catwalk.
Making sure that no one's there behind the mid-double doors. 4 players behind them for FUT. It's going to be Carrigan. Boosted up, drops an HE. No damage really inflicted. He's going to use those smokes. Get himself into a powerful position. Maybe they go through spawn here, though. No, they don't. Mid to B split. Carrigan in a prime position to shut this one down, but it's Frozen. Triple kill.
Oh, my. Dude, that was such a lovely build-up for FUT Esports. Nice little one-tap here from Jukes. He needs a lot more than that, though. You know, they got up Cat. Got into strong positions. And then Frozen just melts them.
Yeah, quite a peculiar mid to B split there with the 2 smokes going down, running through them. Carrigan just helps himself to the back lines. Frozen, supposed to take all the aggro, gets a lot more than that. 3 beautiful headshots, mows him down. And money starting to run a little thin here. Still a pretty good buy, but you've got lauNX on the Tech 9. Krebeni on the Galil. We still have the Cemetery AWP. But we're all tied up once again. What's the next maneuver going to be? This time 4 players towards the tunnels. Confirming that no one's towards short. They boost the AWP up. Team Molotov on short. Gonna try the luck towards middle once again. Looks to be a more traditional approach to it. Standard smoke this time. 2 players in the B bomb side. Frozen. The thorn in their side. Carrigan. It's a crazy maneuver. The solo flash.
Yeah, kind of the result you would expect from that. He's going for like a lauNX move, you know? Flash and just go crazy through the smoke. Like
if someone else flashes you in, fair play, but the right-click smoke coming through.
Yeah, well, Jacob looking to try and stop them from getting across to the bomb site safely. It's a nice quick tap here to lauNX. Cemetery, though, removing Twist, and that bomb is going to be planted. So FaZe Clan, a very likely save ahead of them here.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
That means FUT Esports back into the lead again.
Yeah, an all-in maneuver from Carrigan. Lays down the red carpet for them to make their way in towards A. Jacob with a nice job, but got team flashed. Only good for 1. Had to give up the angle, and indeed they will be saving. FUT will maintain their lead. It's a 1-round game, but 4 players surviving it. Ended with Galil and a Tech 9, and I'll leave with 3 AKs and an AWP. There's Carrigan's corpse. It really was the Hail Mary play. They had 2 players in beating. That's why it's baffling. Like, you've got the manpower there to deal with it. Let them take the aggro, then go for that sort of maneuver, but felt a little bit unnecessary. So tactical timeout for FaZe. Money's still good with 3 players surviving, including the Broky AWP. The second timeout used here. Everyone wants FaZe in the playoffs, but you cannot deny the skill and teamwork of FUT. Got a tier 1 team with their backs to the wall here, looking uncomfortable. Keeping up with them. Already taken 2 maps off them in this tournament. Mirage was tantalizingly close as well, 13-11 in favor of FaZe. And Dust2, where FaZe do some of their best work. Currently in the lead in the final stages here. Cemetery. Rattles off another shot, nothing connecting this time. Here we go then. More of the same. Very familiar. Exactly what FaZe were presenting in that first half. Always the first objective of the map. Push back any CT presence towards shore. Keep an eye on the long doors for any flankers. Krabeni flashed in. Nades towards the boost box. Well, we hit the 1 minute mark here. Haven't applied a ton of pressure. But here he comes. Avangard smokes being deployed.
Yep, little catwalk execute, but it's not going to be for A. You're going to send Krabeni. Oh my god, he's not happy about that, is he?
Nice
Gets
work.
cleared out and then dropped by Brokey. Here comes the attack into the B bomb side. It's going to be Twist and Frozen trying to shut this one down. 2 very scary, prominent riflers. And Twist hasn't done anything. Frozen's burned into the open.
Huge.
Oh wow, what a take of this B bomb side from FUT Esports. They force another save call here from FaZe.
Do you see how that little A execution is multifaceted though? You can use those at the mid to B smokes as well, because they waterfall down, obscure vision from A, and sure, Brokey did very well to blow them open, find the player towards shore, but then they make their way out towards the mid double doors. In towards B, great flashbang, spotted Twist by popping that smoke open to the double doors. More flashbangs going over the top, isolating the fights, and it will be double digits for FUT.
This 3-man save is really important as well for FaZe Clan. You wouldn't be able to get the AWP out comfortably. A couple of players really lacking on funds, Frozen and Carrigan in particular. Brokey doesn't have a whole lot left in his bank account, so yeah, really important to get the 3 weapons saved over. They can drop, they can get a good buy again, but it really is their last buy here, Henry, at this point. And if FaZe lose this next round, it might end up just being the map in the series. They might get eliminated here in the group stages by FUT Esports.
Just when you think they're done though, Dinko, they always come back to life.
There's got to be a little Brokey 1v4 Tech 9 in there somewhere.
Money's actually, like, they've been saving 3 weapons each time. Money's not terrible, and loss bonus is building up. So it's tactical pause from FUT. Their last one to be deployed here. Whatever happens, they can leave this tournament with their head held high. A team wasn't really on my radar, quite frankly, in Tier 1 CS, but certainly made a massive name for themselves here. They're going to be dangerous in the future. A very young squad full of rookies graduating from the Na'Vi Academy. Now in the FUT Esports organization and putting on a great show. FaZe sweating here in the elimination game.
Yeah, and obviously FUT Esports were the team that beat FaZe in that opening best of 1 as well. Here we go. Cemetery looking for an opener over towards B.
Contact play available. Smoke goes down though, thwarts their efforts.
Flash ready to go for Krabeni. Gonna send Demon into the peak.
There's HEs and Spawn, very meta. By yourself, an extra flash, leave the nade in Spawn. Players like Carrigan can use them to airstrike in towards shore from that position. Kicks things off with the flash. Can use those grenades towards the middle double doors as well. Pop open the mid to B smoke, which has now been deployed. There's the HE. Does he want to pop it open early? Another flashbang.
All right, setting up the A split here. FUT Esports going to be sending 3 players out Longhouse, 2 through Cat. which means Jacob's going to be tested first. This rifle ready to go. Gets the dink, but lauNX will trade right through his head. We've got Brokey trying to deliver from the car. The pressure of utility will land towards him, but Brokey still alive, still kicking, now burning as he's gone to Cemetery. A 3v3 established. Demon with an important kill, taking Carrigan down off the top. We got Twist coming in. He can't save them. And it's now just Frozen, 1v3, and they know exactly where he is. This is 11 rounds for FUT Esports.
Going for it.
Such an important round, and Demon delivers. This is a player coming into the event that had the highest rated player for FUT Esports. That was his title. You know, maybe he has struggled at the LAN portion here, but important rounds here at the end of the series to try and get his team into the playoffs. A big triple kill against the defense of FaZe Clan.
Amazing work.
And you know, you're always sitting there, when you've seen FaZe play so many times. Yeah. when you've watched FaZe play so many times, you're always kind of sitting there going, how are they going to find their way back into the game? Surely there's a way back into the game again.
Calm down, boys.
But for FUT Esports, it is now looking like they are going to eliminate FaZe Clan. They have to make sure they stay focused, though, as you mentioned, Henry. You can't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, FaZe magic is always available. And like I said, saving those weapons time and time again. The money's not broken, not by a long shot. Brokey still has the AWP. Those cheaper M4s, $2,900, no helmets. They can scrape together a buy. But FUT's certainly in a prime position here. It's been a beautiful second half from them. That A execution, those avant-garde smokes, proven to be a real nuisance. Like I said, they're multifaceted. They're deploying them almost every round. And FaZe have had enough. Time to get on the front foot, as it were.
Well, go out fighting. But Demon is now in their heads. It's Jacob and Twist gone in an instant. And series point right around the corner. Money at breaking point. 3 players left for FaZe. What a result this would be for FUT Esports coming into this.
Oh, you still got to convert the round. Easier said than done. Even in a 5-on-3, you can overcook.
If they go to the B bomb site, you've got 3 players ready to go.
They're exactly where they're going.
This is the best chance for FaZe. 3 players to defend. A nightmare scenario here for FUT Esports. A way to win this for FaZe all of a sudden.
They'll smoke the double doors.
Throws into the back of the bomb site. Brokey out the door. Carrigan, head turn. There's the kill. Now FUT Esports starting to realize they've walked into a stack. Oh no! Demon starts it with a double towards top mid, and FUT Esports hand it right back to FaZe Clan.
The first nightmare scenario, a 5-on-3. You don't get anything done. You walk into the full stack. FaZe take a gamble and hit the jackpot.
Yeah, well, demons thrive in nightmares, and here he comes up the B ramp. You've got Frozen out to the right side, Carrigan on the left. Looking for the ace clutch into the kill on Frozen. No denied way. At the door. It is 11-9. FaZe Clan find a way to win it. They were locking into the B bomb side. Looked like if they go A, it's a safe call. If they come B, we have a chance. And so, unfortunately, for FUT Esports, the call is to go to the B site, and FaZe step up. They're still in this game.
Unbelievable. This game is delivering on all fronts here. Perfect little crossfire setup to close things out. Another heartbreaking round there for FUT. It happened on Mirage. They weren't able to recover. They've let FaZe back into the game now. We always say there's always at least one bullshit round from FaZe, and there it is. What a gamble. What a hold. Perfectly played. A chance of glory. That would have been the GG moment. The money would have been broken had they picked that one up. And now it's back to the drawing board. Feels like this game has got a lot closer. If they don't win this round, it will be a tied game. Mark my words. Back towards B we go.
Every single map has been 13-11 so far, Henry.
Yep.
Still a chance for the third. to match up with that.
Same smokes. It's been their bread and butter.
Oh, it's going to be a B bomb site hit. You got Frozen on the back plat. 45 seconds on the clock. Molotov into his position.
Pretty
clean
massive.
Entries.
That's it.
Very clean entries, and it is going to be the call to save for FaZe Clan.
Okay. Holding the 3 players over towards A with the same smokes. Lurk smoke down. No spam received there. Felt like Frozen had to try and do some damage. He gets Molotov'd off, flashed, and taken down. It's very clean. And they know if they can find at least even one more kill here, Dinko will be absolutely massive. The hunt has been called. Krabeni will try and at least take down Jacob towards long. A sacrifice. A risk worth taking. But realizing he's out of position. All 5 players survive here, looks likely. And there we have it. 3 opportunities now to close this out. But once again, FaZe do save 3 weapons, including the AWP. The job is still not done. Such a difficult team to put away our FaZe Clan. They'll take their final tactical timeout. 3 in a row for overtime. Is this the end of the run for FaZe here at CAC, crashing out in the group stages after a semi-final placement back in EPL against Tier 1 opposition? Knocking out Team Spirit cleanly in the quarterfinals. Getting knocked out by FUT feels like a massive downgrade. But the timeout is over. They need to stand and deliver right here, right now. The B-bomb site has had its problems. And FUT have got a decent long spawn. I think they're going to try and take it here. Incendiary goes down. Does it dissuade them? Flashbangs come over. Nice grenade. Doesn't really connect. They have got that long control. Reaction has to come in now from the CTs. They need information. Territory elsewhere. They decide to push in towards short.
The long take has been successful. FUT Esports have got out to the corner. But look how many players FaZe have on this side of the map, ready to go. You got Carrigan in the elevator, Jacob playing up behind Gandalf. And let's see if FUT Esports are allowed to pass.
They're in front of the smoke already.
Yeah, they are. It's a little bit too late. They've got the cross smoke of their own thrown in. Flash set up, Carrigan going for the swing. Okay, Carrigan. He's got one, but can Jacob step up now? He gets another pick, and again, it's even numbers. FUT Esports do a good job of trading.
Are they going to wait for Krabeni?
Yeah.
He can backstab this, go through spawn, go up short. Both options are viable. Opts for the former.
Yeah, it goes through CT. That means he's got to dodge the scope of Brokey. Okay, now FaZe starting to worry. They could have gone back to B, but Brokey spots out Krabeni and gets rid of him. 30 seconds left. They still think it's going to be the B play. Now Twitch is moving up in the middle, gets caught by Symmetry. 25 seconds. Will FUT close it here, or will it be FaZe Clan prolonging play? Brokey, not the one to take it. It's in fact Frozen, leaving Jukes in the 1v2. He knows he's got the A bomb site. He knows he's got the space, but can he get the clutch? Grenade. Oh my god, 2 HP.
Can't win it now.
Brokey coming up with a rifle through short. You've got Frozen already in behind, and Jukes is not going to be ready for the fact that Frozen is already right behind him. He's going to peek up, and it's going to be Brokey to nail the headshot through the box. And it's a 10th round for FaZe Clan.
Damn. It all came down to that flank towards middle. Goes through the double doors. If he opts for short, maybe he catches Brokey off guard. Carrigan does very well to even get one. If he gets nothing there, I dare say it's GG. A 3 versus 3. FaZe come out on top.
Yeah, there's plenty of money for this next round here for FUT Esports. That's going to be such a frustrating kill. Yeah, Brokey saving the day there for FaZe Clan. Still going. 2 rounds in a row required to get overtime out of this.
We're going the distance once again, ladies and gentlemen. What a great series it's turned out to be.
Almost every single round required And here's goes Benny. Charging up through short. It's going to be twisted with the opener, but only a single kill. His lauNX is relentless, and that grenade is fantastic. A lot of the health gone.
4-on-4, still uncomfortable here for FaZe, but they've got this one under control for now. Mid to B smoke goes down. Back towards long. Jacob to deal with. Hasn't had the best series, was much better on Mirage. First half of Ancient went 0-11. Can't overcommit to this fight.
Oh, Jacob's going to be tested here.
Oh, he has committed.
When he's committed, yep. Just out to that right side as they come through. Going to have to wrap around, see if they can catch Jacob here. He's done well with it first, but it is only one. Carrigan's turn. Putting pressure on him, showing that he is close with those bullets rattling out of his rifle.
This could be it.
It's Carrigan gone. Brokey and Frozen left alone in a 2 versus 3.
Well, they're so far removed.
And they're not together,
Bomb's
you're
over.
right. The bomb is going to make it into the site. Can Brokey and Frozen keep this going for FaZe? Can they force it into the final round of regulation? Brokey goes up, a big kill coming out on top of lauNX. Can Demon and Symmetry pull off the greatest result for their roster's history and play towards Goose with Demon and Symmetry out long? It is Frozen now creeping up, down and out.
That should be
just Brokey. And we wanted a temperature check on what FaZe Clan would be capable of.
No, he legs him.
And he hits the leg shot to P250 in. And FUT Esports have eliminated FaZe Clan. The first outing is a forecast without rain, and it is FaZe Clan eliminated in groups.
Yeah, it'll be scant consolation to FaZe that was probably the series of the tournament. They are indeed not